And welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we're here for another week of the War for Wildemount. Now, when we last left off, our adventurers split off. One group going to Trostenwald, another group going over to the Searing Green Forest to scout ahead and try to find out what is happening and get a beat on what is going on over there, while others in Trostenwald find more information about Gadstock and any other possible leads. They then found information, they found information at a shady, place called the Muddy Pool, where you guys had met this strange elf who offered to you all a job. And that job was to find ale recipes and wine recipes. He was paying quite a hefty price for it as well. However, it kind of made a few people upset. Well, not a few people, but Sir Marcus especially. And as they continued on, trying to find more information, the group in the Searing Green Forest had ran into a scouting party of gnolls and a few half-orcs and one goblins. And once they had kind of shown themselves, the group had tried to hide and make their way out of the area completely. They were being attacked by a few of the members. I don't think you guys were actually hit, though, if I'm correct. Were you?
I don't think any of us took damage.
Yes, I don't think anybody was hurt.
No, I was paying attention.
Nope.
I was the only one who possibly could have been attacked, and I didn't take any damage. I think we're good.
So you guys were able to kill off one of the goblins as you retreated tactically, making your way back to the village to meet up with the rest of your gang. But we'll go ahead and start right after you guys just running, you three, Dormenicus, Lucia, and Nahum, just running just outskirts of the forest now at this time, passing by some storage buildings and such. You guys jump over a fence and continue on a grassy field for a little bit. You guys have gotten away. But what would you guys like to do now?
I want to kind of listen, see if they're following us. They give up.
A perception roll.
Nice.
You don't hear anything. Don't hear any sudden movements or nothing. They probably stopped.
I do not think they are following us anymore.
All right, good.
Who would have thought they'd be right at the border of the...
They are getting very bold.
Well, we'll be able to find that spot again, and then hopefully we get them back to wherever they came from with this time.
That's a good point.
Let's report back to the others, see if they found anything.
Yes, a good idea. I wonder how they're doing.
Do not want to chance another patrol.
Agreed. Smaller one, perhaps, but not that one.
Head on your way back to Trust. Or to the Trust, excuse me.
I'm gonna try to cover our tracks a little bit as we go.
Okay.
I'll help her with that.
Kind of...
Survival?
Make a survival check, yes.
I'll give you advantage on that.
Yep.
15?
Yeah, you're able to go through a certain path that covers your tracks very nicely. Go through a little small creek that also blends in very.
Get our feet wet. All right. And then I guess we'll make our way back to town.
All right. It takes you guys about like the rest of the day, pretty much, to get to the town. But
And we'll be able to find where we went, right? Like, shouldn't be.
no, it shouldn't be. You had a ranger there, and
Yep.
Yeah.
you're pretty smart. Everybody, I'd make you roll an intelligence check, and you all pretty good in your head. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure a skill, whereas the ranger won't get lost wherever, so and he'll know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah. But before you guys get back officially and meet up with everybody else, as it takes you all the rest of the day to continue with before the day ends and the town inside the town part end, you guys were on your way to go, Sir Marcus, Lesia, or not Lesia, Amari, and Mayette. You three were heading out to go talk to the Watchmaster Elric, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys wanted to do anything else. Totally up to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
real quick. I'm as we're exiting that tavern that we just left after everything that happened. I'm gonna wait till we get a little further down the street, and then I'm gonna walk behind Sir Marcus, and I'm gonna just thump him in the back of the head with my middle finger. Just a little, just a flick at the back of the head.
Ow.
He
What is it?
Hey!
Flicks you.
Look, Marcus. That's your name, right? Right?
It is Sir
Marcus,
Marcus. Yes.
Marcus, sure. Okay, I need to explain something to you. Hold on, do I got this Russian shit going on? Give me a second. Okay. Look, I understand that you want to stay on this straight and narrow path involving the good and whatnot. You like to stay. Yes, I get that. That's understandable. But there are times, Marcus, when you need to
Sir
set that
Marcus.
aside. Sir Marcus, fuck it, sure. Sir Marcus. There are times where you need to set that aside for the time being, so that way you can gather information. You see, that man up there, he may have been able to tell us more information, but knowing that you, in particular, were so righteous about the law and whatnot, could have prevented him from that. You see, my thing is, I was in the room. I wasn't planning on doing anything illegal or doing this job for him by any means. You know, you never know. But at least the most you can do is learn the knowledge, the job that they would like you to do. Does that make sense to you, or do I need to explain it better? Because I don't want to confuse you.
What do you mean you don't want to confuse me? Do I look stupid
Okay.
to you?
Well, according to what just happened in the room, yes. Okay. Look, there is a difficult line. There's a gray area between what is good and what is bad. Okay, there are decisions that you have to make that could be bad, but for the better, for the better good, if that makes sense as well. You see, that man up there, he was explaining us, telling us information. If we had played along with that, we may have been able to get some more information out of him. But because you acted so rashly, the fact that you're so against doing something illegal in that moment possibly could have prevented him from telling us something that could have been even more incriminating, right? Say, for example, that the gentleman in the room said that he wants us to steal something, okay? And then you are like, no, I don't want to do that. That's stupid. No, bad. That's bad, right? However, if we stayed in that situation and we would have played along, what if he told us that he was a leader of some prostitution ring, right? You see, there is always different steps that you can take to a different goal, okay? You don't have to show this front of a knight as soon as you meet people, okay? I'm sure that will come, okay? There's a difference between saying that you are a knight than showing that you're a knight, okay? Does that make sense?
So you want
don't
me
have
to not tell people that I'm a knight, that I can show
You
it?
don't have... So, Marcus, you don't have to tell people. You have to show them. Does that make sense?
But that's
Being
what I
a
did.
knight...
Being
Okay,
in the
great.
room with this criminal is just upsetting to my nature.
Okay. I don't like it either. I'm not keen to the illegal acts and whatnot. I don't like that as much, just as much as you do. I think it's bad. I don't think that's something that you should take part in. But there is information that could be gleaned from these criminals that could incriminate them in a much larger scale. Okay? You see what I said about the prostitution thing? If we had told this gentleman that we were going to play along with his plan, perhaps he could have given us more information that we could use against him. You know?
And you would think that a knight agreeing to that would not have raised any suspicion.
He doesn't know you're a knight, okay? That's the thing. When you walk into a
Look at
situation
my
like
armor.
that and you just...
I think it's very
Sure,
visible.
because you wear an armor. Adventurers wear armor, okay? He knows you're a knight, for sure, because you told him, okay? Otherwise, he would never have known. He could have guessed, sure, but he would not have known for sure. He called us into the room, and he was telling us this information. He wanted us to steal something, and that was even before you told him you were a knight.
So you were not actually going to steal that thing.
No, for God, no, I don't want to do anything illegal, okay? I just wanted to get more information about him. You see, when you're talking to somebody, you have to play a game. You have to play a mental, like a mental chess game, if that makes sense, okay? You have to sit down and speak with him and learn what their motives are, learn what their goal is, and what it is that they want, okay? Because there's always something. Everybody wants something, yeah? It makes sense. So if you sit down and you immediately tell this man that we're good people, we're not going to do anything illegal, then that could possibly eliminate a completely different set of objectives that we may have come across. Maybe, for example, he was running a drug ring or a prostitution ring or something, human trafficking, and anything like that. But we wouldn't have known that because we walked into the room and we just exclaimed that we're good people and we're not going to do anything bad. You see?
So you would think that if he's running a drug ring, he would just tell us that without having
No.
anything.
When you walk into the room and you say, "I'm a good person, I'm a knight," he's probably not going to tell us. And that's another thing. We may have to get our hands dirty to get a better means. You see, a good means. So, say for example, we do this stealing this objective, right? Maybe we do this, and then later on we find out that he has a prostitution ring or something greater in terms of the criminal scale that we could pin him on for. We don't have to be criminals. Okay, we could always be vigilantes, I suppose, could be the word, but trying to find a means to a better end.
I understand. But tell me this:
You get it, sure.
how dirty would you have your hands become? For what price?
Well, I mean, I suppose it's sort of how do I explain? It's very situational. It just depends on the situation. At the moment, I don't believe stealing something for this man could be good, but I think that there are ways that we could handle the situation that could possibly help us out as individuals for the better. So, for example, if we take this information that he gave us, revolving that he wants to steal something, but what if we take this information, then we go to the other family who he wants to steal it from? I can't remember the names off the top of my head, and that someone's out there looking for people um, to steal information, to steal their ingredient, right? And maybe they're so grateful that they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. Here, take this money as a reward or something." Or maybe they hire us to protect the ingredient. I don't know, something revolving around that. There's always something more. Okay, there's always another path. You don't have to follow the one strict direction that was given you. This gentleman gave us a legal a request. He wants us to go and steal this formula, this ingredient, but we don't have to do that. We could do something completely different. It doesn't always. And what I mean by letting them talk, okay? The biggest thing when you're talking to somebody or having a discussion with him is you have to let them speak, okay? You ask questions. The more they speak, the more information they give. The more comfortable they feel with the people they're talking to. And this is what I mean when you walk into the room and you say that you're a knight or whatever, you're a good person. The more comfortable they feel, the more oftentimes the more they'll speak. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
I'm glad you understand. Great.
I'll play
Wonderful.
ball next time.
Thank you. That's all I ask, okay?
But I'm already
Just let it,
tell
just
me
see
this.
what happens.
Tell me this.
Sure.
And he leans a little bit forward. How far would you go for the greater good?
Amari just kind of, he looks down at the ground for a second.
He stares you dead in the eyes now.
Yeah, Amari, he's just kind of like look away for a moment before looking back at you. I suppose Not necessarily the good, but as long as I can keep my friends safe and the people that are around me comfortable and safe. Would be
You're
the right
avoiding
word.
the question. Why would you go for the greater good?
See where he kind of stops for a second. His eyes like they're just searching you in general, and he kind of smiles at that point. I see what you're trying to do.
Do.
Never mind that. I should ask you the same question. What would you do as a knight?
All the way.
All the way, as in killing someone, perhaps, but maybe killing a mayor of a town or a tavern owner, perhaps killing somebody like that, someone of high status, right?
If necessary, yeah.
Sure. So, if you're willing to kill somebody, then perhaps are you willing to steal a secret ingredient for ale, for the greater good? If possibly we could find something more incriminating on this fellow.
I always saw stealing as an act of pathetic people.
Sure. But when you think about it, if you steal this ingredient and we're able to become more friendly with this person, maybe he tells us more information about what he's gotten himself into. Maybe
You steal?
he tells us information. Perhaps, yes. If it leads to something better, a greater end.
Would you kill? You kill
I
one
suppose.
innocent. Very good. That's something you'll be doing. You can do.
I mean, I suppose the question is would you rather kill somebody, one person to save thousands? Then yes.
Okay.
I think that is something that I would be able to do. If it meant being able to save thousands or even a city. This is what I mean whenever you say that there is situation. Okay. Sorry, I read the thing in chat. Fuck, what was I saying? God, I have bad ADHD. Hold on. With all the situations, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck, man. Damn it.
Okay, Omar.
Yeah.
I will remember that.
Amari saw a squirrel and he got distracted. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. But you know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean. All right.
I want there to be more information to be granted from the situations we find ourselves in, regardless if it could be illegal. Okay.
All right. Next time we do it as you want.
Appreciate it.
But
Amari kind of.
I'll hold you to what you said. Greater good comes first.
Amari kind of takes his fist and just ting against the shoulder, shoulder polish. Perfect. Now, what we're going to talk to the Watchmaster, yes?
Yes. You might know something.
Lead the way.
Is Mayette nearby?
She's just right behind you guys watching this.
Yeah, we're just starting.
he turns around and looks at her. Then turns and start walking. Come on.
Yeah, just the 30 corners nearby. Me out.
Any alleyways and corners? Not many. Like this town is split up in 3 different sections, and it's kind of widespread. There are I guess a different street you can get onto, and you could blend in.
Take all the food that she took from the palace, all the utensils, all the cooking utensils, all the bread, everything that she's been stuffing in her pockets since the beginning. She's gonna just dump it out on the ground and just walking hung low behind her.
Oh, God.
She's a thief.
That's cool.
Oh god. I was dying there for a second. I had to catch my breath. Okay. And you guys are continuing through the main section of the town, going to the noble side, which is on the eastern side of the city. When you guys go over there, it's like the buildings are a lot larger and more structured and grid-like, and you can see one. You can see that there is banners that are going from one end of the street to another on some of the buildings in the middle of the noble sector or upper sector. And as you guys are walking through, there seems to be kind of like a little celebration going on. There are people like drinking out in front of every building, and there's keg stands all over the place. People like filling up tankards and walking around with horns and mugs. Everybody is very cheerful and very gleeful, and then one of the banners just kind of like reads on the front of it. Crap, hold on. I forget the name all of a sudden. You see the banner, and with the name, it's like a red banner with in bold gold letters, Langer, and like everybody seems to be wearing some sort of like red ribbon as well. A lot of the stuff is like red themed, or a lot of the decorations are. There's like red streamers and red bandanas and red like dresses being worn and everything. And you guys continue your way through, and you find the Crown's Guard station with very few Crown's Guard about, except just in the general outpost. So a few of the men have the red ribbons around them and everything, red tassels, as they're drinking as well, just having a good old time. And there's two guards. They look very much like the guards from Monty Python, where they have like tassels on their armor and everything, and they're just like standing there at an entrance. And they see you guys coming over, and they're a little tipsy, kind of falling over for a second. And you guys walk over, and they're like, "Stop! How may I help you?"
Marcus just looks at them up and down. Where's the watchmaster?
Watchmaster, soaking upstairs. Yes, soaking, says the guard next to him.
What are you supposed to do? What are you?
Guarding. Don't you see?
I see two drunks just sitting there, neglecting their duty. On the side so we can get past.
Oh, sorry, can't do that, sir. You have to wait 1 moment. All right. What's your name?
Mr. Marcus Locke. Tell him it's urgent.
Marcus Locke. Okay. Okay.
Now hurry up. Come on.
Go. Go get the watchmaster. You have to wait here. And his breath just reeks of ale.
Is he close to Marcus?
He's getting a little close sometimes, but then like stumbles away, and then gets a little close again, stumbles away.
If he gets too close, he's gonna push.
Mister, what's this festival for?
Celebration for Sister Rosa Frieda Langer. She, wonderful lady, runs town, celebrates with ale, and kind of leans forward, just kind of plopping in front of Sir Marcus, just passed out completely. Like you just collapses on you, and then you just like kind of push him off, and he just it's out cold.
So that's disturbing to see that while the tension is so high outside of the city, especially after there was just an attack on Allfield.
Exactly. Disgrace. He was one of my men. I will have his head.
You guys start waiting there for about 5 more minutes, and nothing seems to happen at all. The guard is still asleep, passed out.
I believe that the other one is falling asleep as well. We should go. Go in. It's like a gate. Right?
I agree.
It's an open archway that goes into an open area with a stairway, and then through is like an other courtyard section. If you keep going through a door, but the guardsman went up the stairs because it seems to be a spiral from there. And when you guys go up and go into the through the archway and then go up the stairs, you guys start going up the first flight and the second flight. When you get to the third flight, you find the guardsman just passed out, tucked himself into the corner of the just snoozing. He has a little bit of drool just like coming out of his mouth that he's leaning on.
Somebody just steps over him and keeps going.
Is this normal for guards to do this?
No, it's not. It's a disgraceful behavior. What kind of security is this?
And as you guys walk over him and continue up the stairway, you go up to the fourth, and there's a door. You guys don't. You guys kind of go up to it, and it's closed, but it's a nice, very large door, probably about like 10 feet tall, kind of oval shaped.
This be it. Marcus just hammers his fists at the door.
You hear some shuffling, footsteps. The big door just kind of opens, and the man, like a young man with short hair and like noble clothes on, with like that are dark, kind of like green with brown around him. He has blonde hair as well. He seems fairly younger than you, Amari, when you look at him. He looks to you, all three of you. Yes. How may I help you?
Wish to speak with the Watchmaster.
He kind of stands up straight and exits out of the doorway. Yes, my name's Watchmaster Elric. Elric Stormbringer. How may I help you all?
You are the Watchmaster.
I am. He seems like fairly tiny. He's like about 5'8". He looks pretty young. Maybe like when you look at him, maybe 17, 18.
Fairly young, aren't you?
Well, sir, after the war just started, the Empire had called in all our troops, along with my father. So he's left me in charge. But I guess I'm not really in charge. But that's another thing.
Oh, because they took your best troops as well. Garbage, sleeping outside.
Yes, indeed. Usually, I do not mind you all coming over, but to the door. But usually, I have men coming over, bring you up.
Oh, they're right there sleeping outside the door.
He like looks over your shoulder. God damn it, Bradley.
The other one is outside, sleeping as well.
That celebration's got them in a twist, I tell you. Come in. I'm sure you all have actual business, and I haven't met many people that actually want to do business with me, so come on.
It's very dangerous, considering what's going on outside of the city. Have you heard of what happened to Allfield recently?
Yes, and the attack on us a week before that. I was there that time. It was not pretty, and I've been trying to get everybody in shape. Uh, I wish not to speak of my troubles to you all, even though you all seem very kind to care. Thank you, but he seems extremely nervous, by the way, and kind of was like a little jittery now, and he's like, come in.
Marcus steps in. He looks around, surrounding.
Make a perception check. You look around and everything is squeaky clean. Like everything's very neatly organized. It's very neatly organized. Excuse me, I just said the same thing again. But it's a very fancy room, a very classy room. There is a lot of dark wooden furniture and around, and everything seems to almost be a part of a library of some sort. There's books that go up to the ceiling, and all down to the wall or floor. And he has this giant fireplace that you see kind of next to these giant windows that look out into the town when you open up and like look into the door or look like open the door, and that's like the first thing you see. It is not a it's a big like kind of like penthouse in a way. He seems to have a room and another office section to his right, but almost everything is just kind of memorabilia for military as well. There's a lot of you kind of notice on the walls with the perception check. You see a lot of swords that shine very brightly, and they kind of like are all on the wall on one side, along with a few sets of armor, and it's just kind of like um scattered about throughout the house in sections. There's a weapon like over the doorway or around the section, and everything seems to be neatly made and neatly or in, like engraved as well, and master crafted. It seems. Please come sit. I have a already drew a fire going, but I guess we can watch the madness from above, as I've been doing.
Gonna down fire.
I'll sit down as well.
Stands.
He sits down in a chair, kind of like adjacent from you guys. So, what's how may I call you all?
Marcus looks at. Sorry. Speak. Sorry.
Well, I may add, those two are apparently very shy. No why. That's Marcus.
It's, oh, nice to meet you.
And
Marcus.
that's my friend Amari. He's a little quiet around New.
It seems very quiet.
Amari is just he's more or less just distracted right now. He's like his eyes are like flitting about the inside of the room. Everything is like looking at the shiny swords and all the organized shelves and everything that's in there. Before he finally comes back to the conversation, he says, "Oh yes, sorry, sorry, I was looking around. It's a very clean in here. I have to admit, very well kept."
I thank you. I try to keep it up. I've been doing it my whole life.
You do quite a good job, I'd say.
Yeah, you're a good cleaning lady. Watchmaster, how many men do you have to guard the city?
That's what my mom would say. I probably have about 35 men.
They're all as good as the two guardsmen outside.
No, I would have more, but to the attack, a garrison was supposed to come in until the war started. Now they're reorganizing troops. We're supposed to get men about near
How are you holding the
5
city with 35 men?
the Starosa. She has mercenaries, and she has quite a lot of them.
Who is she?
Frida Langer. She's only Starosa because her mother fell ill. However, she wished to have that spot, but after she died, it was all up to her. So now she's been power hungry, in my opinion. Anybody else that runs against her now, they're gone. Or they're in the streets. It's not good. It's not good.
So Rosa's mother like, or was this kind of more of a power trip takeover type?
She wishes to be power tripped at the same time. This festival is in her name. He kind of points out to the banner with her last name on it. They all drink in her honor. They've been doing it every weekend for the past month now. And in the
That's
attacks,
Very, very expensive. Where does she get the money to do that every weekend? I mean, we can only do that once a harvest at my vineyard, but every weekend,
she has
that's a lot of money.
the Bombacks. I don't know if you know who they are.
The what?
The Bombacks.
Bat. What's it saying?
Bomb box. I believe it's a family that makes ale or something along those lines.
They are one of the three top ones. The Hasseldorfs, the Bombacks, the Von Brandts. They are the top three around this town. Controls everything about everything. They all claim to have the best, but the Bombacks are more wealthy than the others. So they can afford quite a bit.
They all make ale?
Oh yeah,
Who has the
supplies
best ale?
go. Ooh. It's tough to say. Me personally, I really enjoy the Van Brants. A lot of the other people, some snobbyists, would say so as well, but everybody likes the Bombacks. That's just the fan favorite.
Watchmaster, we want to speak to you about... Have you seen anything strange, odd, out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary, strange and odd. Other
Necromancy.
than necromancy,
Yes. Any reportings, any whispers, anything?
not that I have heard of. If that happened around here, people would report it instantly. Not be a chance for it to live and breathe around the empire.
Not necessary inside the walls. What about outside?
There's been things, yes. Maybe. I don't know if it's related to the other things. But by Oosterlock, the lake up there, and he points out on the other side of the loft that he's in, he kind of leads you over. The whole building kind of overlooks the whole city itself, or town itself. And you can see from his loft over to the lake, where it just kind of expands out for a good long distance. And there's a few houses that are scattered around it, and you can see people just out in the lake, and a little bit of some sails on the lake as well.
And the lake is outside the walls, right?
There's no walls,
Oh.
but it's just outside of the city, pretty
Yeah,
much. It's on
Where
the-
is the lake in relation to the forest that the other
It is
other-
opposite.
opposite? Okay.
Yeah, like the forest is on the west side, the lake's on the east side.
Okay. Never mind that thought.
It's like the east side of the city. You can think of it like it's on the east end of it, by the noble, by the nobles and everything. They're the lake itself, like close to like the view and everything.
The supplies for all these parties, are they brought in on wagon or where do all these supplies come from?
On backs themselves.
Well,
This
surely
is-
they have to get it somewhere.
they produce and them out. They have the largest as well. They're
Here
one of
in
the
town?
biggest- yes, they're one of the biggest families, and I'd have to say they're just big people as well. But just big in everything. They have big money, big power, big wealth, lots of men. Too many to count. I'd want to
The
That
same
was-
mercenaries as the Zalesso, or
No, not Salezos. Those are menagerie. Not the Crown's Guard either. They're mercenaries. They work under them. They're knights under them.
What knights?
how many?
Thus
many
making it
mercenaries
knights of
come and go?
Westerosis.
Like, is the city mostly mercenaries on the weekends, or do they?
Now, just at this point, it's been a shit show.
And
like I
the
said-
commoners, they're okay with all these, random people wandering around?
You just look. He points his hands outside, and you see everybody just getting piss ass drunk and just falling over, laughing and just giggling.
Fair point.
And as you guys are looking, make a perception check if you guys would like.
Well,
Wow.
Wow. It's with advantage. Man,
yeah,
yet
that's
All the
Hey,
eights. all the eights. Amara, you're the only one that sees. You see in the middle of the crowd a woman with long red hair and a long red dress and like a leather set around, and she has like kind of like gypsy kind of like sashes that go around her that are colors of blues and greens that go with the red. She has a lot of like gold inlay on her dress as well, but you see her kind of like raise a tankard, kind of like ale kind of spills out of it a little bit, and she kind of makes this a little bit of a yell. You can't hear it too well from being inside, but you see everybody else around her just kind of raise their cups and just give a shout at the same time, and then she drinks with them all. But she's like elevated above, and they're all like looking at her, and they're like, "Yeah."
Mario you see him standing there at the window for a second, and he like lowers his head to get past the shutter that's there, or whatever. I guess the curtain, whatever, maybe. He's like lowering his head to kind of look down to see it out in there, in that way, kind of blocking the view from the rest of you. Before he finally pauses, turns, and looks over his shoulder at the rest, mainly at the watchmaster. Who is that woman out there? She's very beautiful.
That's Frida.
Oh, a
It's
hungry
that-
woman?
Yes.
very strange that someone with that much power would be walking around in the open, yes? By herself?
The
Unless,
people love.
unless you have control
is-
of everything.
People
That's what's-
loves, people don't just love someone without having.
I think she's bribing them. Ale?
Seems
I mean, that's what my parents do whenever they want to make a big fancy contract and bring in a lot of money. We have a big party and get them all drunk, and some people sign some documents that they don't always remember. Loose lips, spill secrets. Not saying she's doing that, but if I were in a position, I would certainly do that.
You would deceive people.
No, not deceive. No, that's different. I would persuade them to give me information.
But they are drunk.
Yeah, so?
I see. You will go far for the greater good as well.
Yeah. So?
So Mark is just staring at her.
Amari's like looking back out through the window.
There's
to
like
look at
something
the
on my
pretty
face
woman.
or something, or what? I don't. Why are you staring at?
Wait, Amari, you're looking out the window?
Yeah, I'm just looking out the window at the pretty woman.
Pretty woman.
I mean, if you
In
want
the
to, I'm not
middle
going
of
to
the
kiss
street.
you. I just met you. Like,
It's alright.
eh. Ari, I think he likes.
Huh?
I think
Sorry.
he likes me.
What?
He
Mark-
likes me. He keeps staring
Sorry,
at me.
Marcus. Oh. Oh, no, he does that. He likes to stare at people for some reason. I never quite understood why.
But I'm pretty.
You are pretty. Maybe. Sure.
Watch.
And as you guys are saying that, like, Elric is just looking at you guys very awkward, like, should I pour something? I feel a little parched. And I wish to relax a little bit. To drink.
Actually, sample. If you have, I would like to sample the Von Brand and the other two as well. We have all.
They have a wonderful ale line and a wonderful wine line. Which one would you want?
Both.
I don't think I can have a party right now, man. But
I'll
No,
have the
it's
wine.
a tasting. You don't drink all of them. You taste it.
let's taste them. Okay.
They don't teach you people any elegance around here.
Oh yes, they did, but they also told us how to keep our liquor down as well.
I must agree.
I don't
All of it.
know what town are you from, man. Which part of town are you from?
Where are you from?
Not really. I don't know. I'm not really from anywhere. Like, I grew up. I don't know. I grew up. Do most people know where they grew up?
Yeah, mostly. Usually
I think
everybody knows.
That's how it works.
Probably, yeah, yes.
You said your parents had a vineyard?
Well, those are like my adopted parents. They're not my real parents.
Oh, so adopted parents, okay.
Yeah, I was adopted, but
Vineyard. So you worked at a vineyard, or your parents they own a vineyard?
yeah. So what? We lived out in the countryside. It's very nice and pretty. It's also boring as hell.
The countryside, you might be asking.
No, I never really went to town. I always just stayed inside and read stupid books and drew and colored. It did kids.
Well, I'm quite sorry that you didn't have quite as good time as we do over here in the Trostenwald, but even though everything's not as bad as it seems. Everything seems worse than it does, but it's peaceful. I'm worried to death. My father's gonna kill me because when he gets back, he's gonna find out that this Frida woman has just taken over everything, and I am left with nothing.
No. Come on, Elric. You can't let yourself get down like that. So what? The woman is standing in the street, having everyone gather around her. You're the watchmaster, you know. You, in fact, I think that you should try to take charge around here. You know, show people that you're in charge. You know that you lead the forces that is here. In fact, I think your first step should be probably waking up the guards that are asleep outside the door, because I passed out on the ground like 5 minutes ago. That is probably a good place to start, though. But you know.
Marcus can teach you some stuff.
Yes, he's a very good knight. So Marcus.
You can teach me stuff.
So Marcus came up. I think the boy is right. He's not gonna last a week. Probably gonna take over the town.
No, hold on. Eller, stand up.
And his weak charisma is not helping. He's
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
walk
last
over.
long.
I'll walk over to Elric and like pull him up from his chair, make him stand. Then I'm gonna take my hand and press it into the middle of his back so his shoulders come back and he stands up straight. See, look, you have to stand tall, okay? You have to stand like you have purpose, like you were the one chosen to watch the city, right? Your father picked you, no one else, right? Don't you want to do him proud?
You said I was a weasel. Starts to sobber a little. Okay.
No. Look,
So Marcus looks at Amari and rolls his eyes.
Yeah, Amari just looks over like, shit. Gotta work it out for us.
Just take the information. Let's go.
No. Come on, we have to help them. Look at them. I want we need Trostenwald to be in good hands, because if this city is attacked by the gnolls, what are we going to do? We can't be here every city.
Attacked by the gnolls.
Yes, you have not heard? I thought you said you heard of the all-field attack.
Yes, they were attacked, but...
Oh, yes, so ravaged. The people, I remember in particular, there was someone ripped in half in the middle of the street. It was terrifying. Yeah,
What?
Yeah. So, I suggest now that you either, what's the word? Buck up or shut up. I think that's the word. The phrase.
But I can't do anything. If she has almost 1,000 men in the city, it's hers. It's just hers. I don't want to fight it. I don't. Look at him. Look at the men I have.
Elric,
What am I going to do as soon as I go up to her and I say that she's going to poison me?
Amari, have you seen his men?
I
saw
have.
two of them.
Yes, okay, look. There is always a way up, okay? Right now, you may be at rock bottom. You maybe, you know, but there's always a way up.
Make a persuasion.
Okay. Sweet.
I think... I think it is time. Just comply with her. That's all I can do.
It's probably a good idea.
Come on. Why? Why do you think that is a necessary action?
She's got money and support.
You got tits.
Okay. It's vulgar right now. Sir Marcus, a knight. Okay. Look. I get it that things seem dire. No. Things seem dire right now, okay? But there is always a way out. A way up, I should say. There's always something better, okay? I think the first step, though, is making sure that your men, stay vigilant. They need to stay... they need to stay strong, okay? They need to know that you're in charge. Your father left you in purpose because he trusted you, okay? Regardless of what he said to you, who cares? I believe in you. I think that you have it within you. Okay, all it takes is a little bit of confidence. Even if you don't have the confidence within you, you have to feign it. Show people that you might have confidence. Okay, even if you don't. Always have a smile on your face, a strong look about you. Okay, shoulders back. Yes.
Ask him if he has brothers.
Do you?
I have one brother.
Okay.
he dead?
And what is? Yes. What is he doing?
No, he's one of the gods. Just out there drinking.
Is he younger than you, or is he older?
Older, and he's more prone to tomfoolery. That's why he's out there.
So your father didn't have a choice but to put you in charge.
What
Nice.
he would say proper for a weasel. I'm a proper weasel, damn it.
With all due respect, Watchmaster, I think you aligning yourself with this woman is probably your best way to get through this safely. You don't stand a chance against her. You already lost the city. But anyway, that's not what we came here. You had information about
What the
some weird
hell,
stuff.
Marcus? That's so brutal. Why would you say that?
I'm being honest.
Of
Him.
course
At least
that's
I'm not
not the
lying
only-
to his face.
I'm not lying to him. Okay, I do see it in him. He has purpose. He can. Okay, he
Really,
can do it.
Amari? Does he? He walks up to this
Yes,
guy and takes
yes,
his
look at-
arm and puts it up.
I
Can this arm hold a sword?
very.
Can you hold a sword?
Yes, I can hold a sword.
Well, then teach me.
Just
Show
let
me.
go of me, please.
He let go of his arm. All right, then bring a sword. Let's have a duel.
What?
See,
What? Duel?
I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to prove a
Matt's
point.
gonna,
Don't piss your
kinda-
pants.
Matt's gonna cast Thaumaturgy, and her voice is gonna get like very loud and shaky. She's gonna go.
So Maggie just turns around and just stares at her.
I didn't even hear that.
I don't
Did
know
anybody hear
what
that?
is saying. No.
Did not hear a word of
I
that.
did not hear a word of that. It was just really
He's
crazy.
just gonna yell both of you out.
He's he turns around, sees the small tiefling, then starts to look around. Did anybody hear that?
Out now. Watchmaster, you sit.
It's,
So Mark is just going past her out and just looking at her like, is this for real? And then he
Why
looks
is
at
it
and
follow?
he looks at Amari.
Just don't question it. Just go. Just going to get upset.
Slam the door on that. Sit down.
what are you sitting?
Make her eyes go black. Your city is fall. To figure this out and get hold of yourself. You know people. You know family. You know friends. Use them. City you swore to protect will not be here. Do you understand me?
Roll of persuasion. As he's like cowering just in the chair that he's in. He's trying to make himself as
Would-
tiny
would I-
as possible.
With advantage?
I'll give you advantage.
Fuck.
He just shakes his head and nods very rapidly.
Remember what I said. Now I'm going to let them come back in, and you're going to put on a brave face, okay?
Just nods slowly now as he's trying to stop himself from shaking.
Walk over to the door. All right, get in here.
I'm
He's
Mario
quite bossy.
first. You'll get used to it. It happens.
Oh, I don't think I will. He follows Amari.
Mario's just gonna not say anything. He's just gonna walk over to one of the chairs or back to the window he was standing by, and just turn and look at the rest of the party.
Marcus, you're going to sit here for a while and teach this nice young man what you know and how to be a good leader. Amara, you're not going to give anyone any more sass. We're going to wait for the rest of the group to show up and figure out our next plan, okay?
Mark just kind of huffs and then turns to look back out through the window.
Do you believe that this one can become a good leader?
Yes. If he has help.
Very well. At first, he tells us what he knows.
What do I know about what exactly?
Necromancy. Remember the town,
Mm,
the lake?
got off track. Damn woman. Like he kind of looks out the window again. Amara, you're looking out the window and you're watching the woman like walk throughout the crowd and everything. And as she like exits the crowd and they're continuing to just look in the front as like a musical band is starting to go off. She exits the crowd and looks up at the building that you're in, and it almost looks like she's looking at you, especially.
Mari's not going to turn away. He's just going to sit there and look at her still.
Right. But you guys will make eye contact from what it seemed for a second, and then she'll continue walking until she becomes out of sight into a different street.
Right.
And as that happened, Elric looked over and said, "Well, the lake, it's got. I've gotten reports. Some fishermen coming back saying they've been attacked by some strange creatures that are fish, but they bite them. They're not fish. They don't look like fish. Crabs as well. It's very strange reports. Don't really know what it is, but there's one report that seems to be of necromancy. One man saw washed up on the shoreline all these crabs. They were dead on the shoreline, just washed up, and then out of nowhere, they all turned around, flipped around. Some of their bodies crushed and all, but still animated, walking. They all crawled around him, and some say that the man was attacked by them, but I don't really know. We're starting to lose fishermen slowly. We've already lost a lot of farmers because of the attacks. If we lose the fishermen as well now, we'll be all the families will be fucked.
Is there anything else? What about the forest?
No reports in the forest other than logging camps. I guess not reporting in, so that's how there's no reports.
They
So I guess
disappear.
that's strange. I don't know. I don't have men to send out and investigate.
Have you sent anybody that hasn't returned?
I haven't sent anyone.
Right.
I'm trying my best.
I know. I'm not doubting your intentions. Just doubting your capabilities.
Kind of sinks a little bit in the chair. It's like, fuck.
You should let Leslie know. She's hunted a lot of monsters. Maybe she knows something about these weird mutant creatures. Maybe she knows what they are. Maybe she's fought them before.
Perhaps. Does the town know about these stories?
Few people, yes, but doesn't just seem all seems like stories if you're drunk all the time.
Well, you should present them with some proof. You should show them that you are the one to protect them against that. They'll gain respect. But first, you need more manpower. Speak with the houses. You unite them. And you make her the villain. And how much money you have? Did your father leave you with any?
Plenty.
Good. You're gonna buy manpower. You're gonna buy yourself into the houses. You gotta gather them around you. But you need to be a strong character. Weakness does not exist. You truly want to lead and you want this city to succeed. You have to be stones that are holding all this together. You have to be the foundation.
Okay. Okay.
Make a meeting. Gather the other houses. Talk.
He has like a giant gulp. Okay. He gets up. Go ahead and get working on some things right away. Get things set up. You all make yourselves company as much as you can. I'll be right back, everybody.
So Marcus turns around and looks at Mayet. The next thing you will ask me is that I speak in his stead.
Mm,
No. I was just joking.
oh. No, I'm sorry. My mind is us. And I need to get to that lake.
What do you make of this story?
Not the strangest tale I've heard, believe it or not.
No. Will it lead us to what we want?
There's only really one way to find out.
Where are the others? They have been away for a long time now.
We should be getting back through the gate shortly, you would think. Should go look for them.
And as you guys congregate in the flat for a little while longer, a few hours longer, is there anything else you guys would like to do or anything before?
Yeah, how long do we have, by the way?
You
Just
have
there in general.
about like 3 hours almost.
Okay. And we can do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let me see. You guys can go ahead real quick. I need to look through.
Is there like a place where they would keep records in this Watchmaster's parlor type thing?
Make an investigation check.
Why did you stop that?
It's always the good rolls.
Yep.
You should stop doing that.
Yeah, you look about, you find a desk with a lot of cabinets, large drawers in there. Go over to try to open all of them, or any drawer. All of them are locked.
Probably.
Sir Marcus, or man. Who do you get?
I am going to find just a nice quiet place, and I'm going to take out. So wait, are there books in this place, just in general?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Okay, I would like to find a book about. Oh, I gotta think. I gotta think about how I want to word this. Okay. Okay. I want to find a book that involves older gods, particularly the one that I know of that I've heard about, the Crawling King. What was the other name? Torog. Is there any books in there revolving around that era or the Age of Arcanum? Like particularly the Cataclysm, the war that happened between them, and that type of thing.
Make an investigation check.
Sweet.
You're looking around, and you find just history books and general sections of the Empire and everything, but nothing that is before pre-Empire or everything. It seems to be all pro-Empire stuff.
All right. Well, if I can't find anything there, I will just go find a table, sit down, and I'll read my book pertaining to magic in the Dwendalian Empire.
Okay.
Marcus
I
will
started that a long time ago.
stand in front of the window, just looking at. That's it.
Okay. And as you guys settle yourselves in, Elric comes by a few hours later, and at that time when Elric comes in, you guys are speaking to him again. You three, Lesia, Dominicus, and Nahon, you guys enter the town, and the town is still at celebration. People are going about drinking and partying almost. You can see that there's scattered groups of people just hanging out and just enjoying each other's company.
This is a nice house. Is this?
Kind of curls her nose up from the probably very pungent scent of alcohol.
Did they win the war or something?
It almost looked like it,
I
sir.
doubt it.
You know, and
I
just
do
kind of
not
like
think
looking around really
you would
quizzically.
get a good answer if you ask any of these people.
No, I would agree with that. But we could attempt.
Let's go find the others.
Hmm. Could I try to make some kind of perception check to see what's going on here? Try to figure it out.
Do it. Roll that shit. Yeah.
I believe.
Roll that shit.
Nice.
Okay. You are looking around, and there seems to be a large conglomerate of people in the center of the noble section, on the eastern side of the town, kind of off to the lake. And there seems to be a large crowd with like music and a band going, and you see banners with the name Langer on it as well. And most of the people are wearing red tassels, red bandanas or scarves and everything like that.
Does the name something Langer sound familiar to me at all?
No, I don't think so. This is Marrow Valley. If you were up in the Zemnian Fields area, you might have heard of.
Far away. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
No worries. Well, actually, you can still roll. You can still roll for a history check. Go ahead.
Probably. Hey.
You remember hearing the last name Langer because of one time the vigil had to deal with a Langer or the Staroza Langer in this town many years ago, but it was probably not this woman.
Not the same one.
Yeah, but it was somebody of the same line.
How was the interaction in that one? Was it Good, bad.
I remember it being
Never again.
pretty good, but it strict, and you have to dance on eggshells with the langer.
All right. Noted. Moving.
All
Trying
right.
to find our group.
This is something political?
And
The
Nahon,
native.
sorry, Nahon, with that 21, you see, like, when you look up into the main building, it's kind of in front of the place. It looks like the garrison for a second. You see the top guard. Most of it's all made of wood. It's all wood for the most. In fact, they have like ballasts kind of sticking out and everything. But you can see the top window. You can see a man with armor that resembles very much like Sir Marcus, and then you see a somebody with horns kind of walking around as well.
Ones that seem attached to the helmet, or
No, the horns is a separate person, and the gold person is another. Isn't like another person. There's like two figures you can see. One's not moving. That's the golden knight, and the other is moving around, and it's the horned lady.
Could I see from this distance, like, what she's wearing? Armor, I assume?
No, you can see it's just clothes, like just dark clothes. Like
What
the
is
windows
this?
are kind of warped in that time, so you can't see through them clear at times. But
Oh, is that my Oh, the windows are tainted, so I can't see.
tainted, but like they're warped. Because the old windows, they're a little blurry. They're not super clear.
But still a tiefling woman and a guy wearing gold armor.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you see. You see a tiefling woman and a guy in gold armor.
Marcus's armor was gold?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet as.
Either that's maybe them, or this has
I'll take a
gotten
look.
very strange. Up there. I kind of point my chin at it.
Do I need to make a check as well, or
You can see what seems to be a tiefling woman and a man in gold armor, and through the window.
Probably them. Let's go.
Looks
Get out of this.
Well, nice. Markets are probably somewhere up high. All right.
like it would be, wasn't it? Yes, let us go. Kind of cross his arm. Owen's forehead is kind of. He does not seem to enjoy the smell of
Does
this.
the place we're heading look like a guard tower?
It does. But it's more square, blocky.
But presumably a guard tower. I could make that as.
Yeah, no, it is their guard tower.
Okay. They probably want to talk to someone in the guard.
That's what explains it. Marcus is probably flaunting his power.
Are the guards outside still asleep?
Yeah, you walk over and there's no guards at the entrance of the little archway.
Alright. Alessia just kind of helps herself. Goes right.
Okay.
I will follow. I'll kind of look around though as I do. I'm very suspicious right now. For any sign of anything that is not according to what should be.
As you're walking, as you guys are about to walk through the archway, you guys hear a woman's voice. I guess the Watchmaster's had a lot of company right now.
Kind of turn and look.
Woman about this tall, man in armor about this tall, and boy about this tall.
With long hair, boy with long hair. Yeah, they're up there. And the woman has like red hair with a red dress and like kind of gypsy sashes and everything. The red dress has like gold inlays all around. It's very elegant, and she's very beautiful.
Interesting. And do be if I can ask.
My name is Frida Langer.
Like the banners?
Mm-hmm. Storosa Frida Langer.
Pleasure.
Not personally, but I know of your family.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. Do not mean to keep you up from stopping to. Do not wish to stop you guys from seeing the Watchmaster, but do tell him if you see him, Elric, that I need to duck with him. And she kind of walks away.
As you wish.
Wonderful meeting you all.
Can I do
May I
like
ask
a
where?
insight on her?
Miss Langer? May I ask where do you want him to meet you?
Oh, he'll know.
Of course.
That seems enough.
Can I do an insight on, I guess, kind of her, kind of vibe she gives off, I guess?
Sure. Go here. Roll it. You want to roll into the horn?
Yeah, I think I will. He would be doing that anyway. Alright, so that would be 15 if she's hiding something.
She doesn't. She's clearly hiding something, but let's see. Even though you can kind of feel like she is a little angry and kind of has like some sass. And that's what it feels like. But she holds herself high as well. You can tell.
Okay. Alright. Moving on up.
Yeah.
All right.
As we kind of move up, Noam just kind of mutters, "What is this woman making me choke?" I
did
shake
not
his
hear
head.
that.
What?
Did you
Oh,
say-
Cut out.
he
Yeah.
just kind of like mutters under his breath, but you would very likely hear, Lizzie, I guess.
Yes, I would, which is why
What
I
is
asked,
that?
because
Yeah,
I
so just
personally
kind
did
of,
not hear it.
kind of mutters under his breath. What is the choke?
Still nothing. It cuts off. I think you get too quiet.
Probably. Yes. What does that woman make me choke?
Okay.
Ah.
Alright. Moving on.
You guys head over. There's a guard that's just passed out still on one of the landings of the stairs. Looks like he's just having a wonderful dream, just like curling up with his spear, just like leaning up against it on the stairs.
He's been on the stairs sleeping for 4 hours.
Just having a long rest, he is.
Had a lot of drinks.
You know, I do not typically have much respect for the law, but this is sad.
I know
That
these
would
movements.
Tristan, I would have gotten the bucket already.
He's curling up with something. I know those movements.
I think it is. Wait, what?
Why? I don't watch people sleep, I swear. But
I am not going to ask. You do whatever you do behind the doors. It's fine.
yeah.
Just kind of weird look at Dominicus and then move. What?
And as you guys
That
continue
was
up the
okay.
stairs, no, it's okay. As you guys continue, you all find this large oval wooden door.
I knock once.
The little footsteps just walk over. And this man with short blonde hair, very very young, looks at you all and says, "May I help you all?"
I believe our friends are here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Yes. Come. So many tieflings you all have. Jeez.
Is how it is. We tend to congregate.
Oh, is that how it goes? Oh, that's the same for humans as well.
Through that.
There was a woman downstairs who was not very happy, but wanted to talk to
A woman.
Yeah, we're assuming you are Elric.
Yes, I am Elric Stormbringer. Yes, indeed. What is this woman's name? If you don't mind me asking.
you. On the banners outside.
Langer. Long
Blasted.
freedom.
Kind of looks over at Sir Locke.
A rival of yours.
Oh, hey.
A little bit, yes. Come in though. Like you guys notice, the whole place is very neat, very fancy, almost all wood, mahogany stuff everywhere. Very neatly polished and varnished.
It's a lot different from the people outside.
Kind of look over to Amari. Got my head like greeting him.
Oh, Salve, mages. Hello. How do goes the travels in the forest? I guess.
It went.
We have a
Went
bug
there.
lead.
What did Lucia say?
I said we had a possible lead.
Oh well, that's good. We also might have a possible lead as well. So I suppose if you come in to the room, wherever everyone else is, we can talk about it. See what information we have discovered.
I kinda
Yes. They were in the forest, right?
a patrol of gnolls, goblins, and half orcs.
Very well armored and armed. Weapons, bows, though, as well as any militia.
Oh God! You guys just saying Elric just.
What's wrong with him?
What's matter? Are you alright?
Oh yeah. He just has like this very fake smile on. I'm fine. Oh yeah.
Doesn't get better than this.
We only took care of one. Sticking around longer was not wise. But we covered our tracks, and we should be able to follow their tracks if they did not take care of
Indeed.
where they came.
They were not very organized, yes, but not very careful.
There were a large number, at least 8, 9, maybe.
Yes, I think about it.
Is it a scouting party? You think they're scouting the town?
Or one of many patrols throughout the forest.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
they seem to-
I doubt they continued their patrol.
We've lost reports of loggers. We used to have men out there, and they've disappeared. That would make sense if they've been patrolling.
How long ago, if I can ask?
Let's say a week ago.
How far inside the forest we talking about?
On the edges.
Just the edge.
Right.
Any other strange events around here?
Other than what I had told your friends here, I didn't know if you wished to tell them.
Oh, yeah, they party every weekend, which is pretty strange. There's some weird, half fish creatures walking around a lake. Have you seen anything like that, Lesia?
Fish.
Would I have?
You don't know. I guess you would have. You can roll when you see something and stuff,
Okay.
but just like this very vague.
Yeah, that is a little too vague.
Walking fishman. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen one. Are they like? I thought that was kind of an uncommon thing, and like.
You would think, but not so much.
So,
Oh, and like all the animals like in the lake are dying, like the crabs and the fish. There's like bodies washing up on shore.
They stay
mentioning people that were being attacked by some fish, like biting them or something, and then eventually someone washed up on shore, and it's very messy.
Considering the amount of creatures that this man is acquiring, it is very possible this could be
Interesting. Like how do you say,
probably would not be amiss to check it out some.
a shark
Very old,
maybe?
yes.
Why would a shark be in a lake?
I have no idea, but I've seen stranger things.
So
I mean,
we
the
can-
size is not an issue, is it?
Could also be one of those chimera creatures, but more aquatic in nature.
Hmm.
Watchmaster, do you know if the attacks were during the day or at night?
They've been happening for quite some time throughout the day.
Were there
Sometimes
any
at night.
survivors still around?
Yes. They're usually fishermen.
They probably would not be much use to us right now.
So
They're out there.
it seems like whoever's doing this is specifically attacking the city's resources. So, for example, they attacked the lumber, the farms. Now you're fishing. It seems
It's one
like
of the best
instead of
ways to
attacking,
kill
they're trying to weaken the cities or towns before they strike.
Doesn't weaken their ability to party, though.
Clearly.
Yes, how is that?
So Marcus just stares at that. Sorry. You know what? You might be right.
Well, I'm just trying to deduce the information that we have so far, but it seems concurrent, yes? Alfield has reported that the people were being attacked on the southern part of town, almost prodding them. Farmers were going missing, situations like that. And the same thing's happening here. It seems like they're trying to mount an attack. They're trying to weaken the forces here. And soon enough, they're going to be attacking them the same way they did Alfield.
Someone
Testing different points of attack. And
It's a different point of attack, yes. But this city relies heavily on its fish supply because of the massive lake that's on the eastern side of town. So
strange
if
thing
they
is,
weaken that and they take out the lumber and the farms, what are they going to do? Starve them out?
strange thing is that nobody really cares out the window.
Yes, indeed.
Like
That's
some-
odd, isn't it? Especially with this woman Frida. Frida
Very.
something. But it's very odd. It seems like she's trying to distract the people deliberately, yeah?
Yes, that is the sense that I got. It was just kind of shakes their head, trying to find.
Yeah, we just
He-
saw her moving in here.
Huh.
I do not know how to put
dealt
this, but
with her
this is
family before.
That is strange.
Oh.
Very strange.
Difficult to work with. Very particular.
Does that have
really
anything
that does
to
not
do-
surprise me.
Not
That have anything to do with Gadstock?
It could. It very well could. I mean,
It's impossible.
honestly, like we have all said, we've seen weirder things before. This
Is it-
could be something that Gadstock has planned.
The thing is, when I hear resources being taken, destroyed, first thing I think is that people get very crazy when they are desperate. And how do you make them desperate? You take away the food, the water, their comfort,
Right.
their normality. If that happens, then they may often just kill each other.
Right. So how do you eliminate that from happening? You have somebody try to distract them otherwise, which is exactly what Frida's doing.
That action makes them just as weak.
But
Exactly.
they don't. But if they
Hmm.
don't want them to leave, then it's perfect.
Exactly. They probably want to wipe out as much population as they can, which makes sense.
Terror, fear.
If he still needs hearts, then this is the perfect.
So what are we saying that this
is a
Frida
farm.
woman is in league with the Gadstock, or whatever
is-
this necromancer?
Could be.
There's a possibility.
It is a very strong possibility. Perhaps we should investigate her more.
Either way, I admit I do not like her.
But she has manpower. Supporters. Not easy to
Does
get.
she?
It is true, yes.
It is something we should work on as we go.
Well, in
Indeed,
fact, we have the Watchmaster now. Marcus said, Sir Marcus has talked to him, and he said, gave him a few ideas. He said to unite the families that are within the city using funds and buy his own manpower. Perhaps we could aid him in that, and see if We can gather more information of this Frida woman and see what we can glean from.
I don't know if we have time for this, and I don't know if we should get involved in political stuff.
But what else are we going to do?
Get to the forest
And
and
then
find
we check
Gadstock.
out the lake.
Sure.
and
No, I agree with that, Marcus. I think we should go. Sorry, Marcus. I believe we should go to the forest, but we need a friend here, the Watchmaster, to handle the business on this end, while we take care of the other business that he doesn't have the manpower available for. Correct?
You see on his Sir Marcus's face, like he's like, this guy's not gonna do anything. Lost.
I do admit, this place is dire beyond sight, but Gadstock is the one with the actual army. Doesn't matter whether the people are ready or not. If Gadstock can simply walk in, I think he is our priority.
Yes.
Possibly.
Looks like the encounter you had in the forest would be more like his style, right? Ish.
Seems so.
Trail on the
Right. That's
track.
interesting. That is his style. Is there another, perhaps? Someone he's working with? I suppose that's another thought.
I would think so. I mean, So here is interesting thing. We saw half-orc. We saw half-orc, not full orc, half-orc, as in you can see them throughout cities, treated as a weird, treated. He kind of, gestures to himself. He's probably talking to people now, and that
He's
is
drawing smarter and smarter minions.
indeed.
Right.
And who is to say he's not now working with somebody,
So Marcus is
bringing
now
everything he can from.
back and forth. What would you do? You had an army, controlled the land. What would your next step be?
Well, it's pretty simple. You just walk right through. There's nothing else blocking your way.
Or
You have pretty much everything at your... Or you control the land and use the resources for yourself.
What are you thinking, Sir Marcus?
I think if I had an army that controlled the land, I will build a new army that controls the sea. Third army to control the air.
Well, that's true. The chimeras can fly. Of course, they can fly, and he has the nose. So he has the army on the land. He has the army on the sky, and the army on the water. Yes, he's making a full force. It's a full invasion force. It seems like he's preparing to Wildemount itself.
Indeed.
This city is just
Perhaps
a farm.
this is, right. This is a resource stockpile. Maybe
Precisely.
he was able to corrupt this Frida woman. Maybe she's allowing the resources to be passed on to him somehow.
This is also a testing ground.
Exactly. Because there's not very many crowns guard the righteous band on here to protect
It
people.
took many tries for the chimeras to.
I will admit that I do not like the feeling of this woman. She.
Hey, just a quick
I do
question.
not like
we
that.
have a map of the area, right?
Yeah,
See,
I have one and Nahon has one.
Okay. Because I'm just gonna pull up my own map and just use that as reference. fine?
So Marcus looks at Mayette. Mayette,
What?
are you
Doing that
suspecting?
staring thing.
Hey, I'm sorry.
My what?
Are you suspecting there's something in the... Yeah, yo. We're asking about it.
I mean, we temple, much as they hated being there, it wasn't totally uncommon to, get someone's body come in who's poisoned. Well, if I wanted to raise an undead army, and I'm not saying I do, so don't look at me like that. You need a good body. You can't have, bones laying around everywhere. You need someone intact, and what's a better way to, get a body by killing someone, doing something they love?
So you mean just to kill them without damaging their bodies?
Since to me, I mean, if you want an undead army, wouldn't you want your undead army to be healthy? Is not the right word.
Intact.
Intact is, yes. Thank you. I'm not good with the common. I
Mm.
mean, Leslie, you know more about potions and that sort of stuff than me. I'm just saying,
I could run some tests on any samples we acquire. See if there's anything there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be pretty easy to just go walk outside and, start asking for pints from people and rounding a few up and testing them. That wouldn't be really suspicious. We'd just look like common drinkers.
Well, didn't the watchmaster say he had samples of the alcohol
It's
already?
probably not the same.
It's probably true.
I don't think. You
How
probably
recent
want to
are-
go
I
straight
look
to
at
the.
the watch. Look at the Watchmaster. How recent are those samples you have?
That's fairly new. I quite honestly have been drinking quite a bit.
Do you know where you got them from?
Just all of the Van Brandt stores. All of the families have their own stores about and sells their own.
Is it the same
No,
ale as they're
no.
drinking outside now?
No, see, if I was delivering special bottles, I would want to make a good impression, and I would want to give whoever was important the good stuff. We want to find the riffraff. We want to find that stuff, the mass produced.
That's Bombax, I'd have to say.
I am thinking that if what do I say? If we were to test the wine, so to speak, and it would be poisons, I believe that it would be poisoned once it got here, not within the whatever you would call it that makes the wine.
Right,
Yeah.
I assume it would be poisoned at the source. Yes.
Hmm.
Perhaps a distillery that it's made at.
I think
Perhaps, or otherwise, if it is easy enough, you can simply once it reaches here, that woman tips in a bit the poison. That is.
I think the poison we're looking for, if there's any, is outside right now.
I would agree.
I believe that you should speak to the other families. I believe that must be critical to know what they think. Either they're in league with her, or they disagree.
It does
I'm
seem that
correcting
way.
some samples of various wines to compare with, also not to be amiss.
Yeah, make sure not to drink any of it. If it's poisoned, we don't want to get any of it.
I do not drink.
I will say is, there are many different kinds of poisons. Not all kill, some weaken. So just be aware.
In this case, I'm looking more for something that might affect the mind more than alcohol.
Hmm.
Okay. What was this guy's name again? Elric. Elric.
Yes.
How soon can you gather the other families?
That would take some time, maybe a week, I'd say.
Today.
Today?
Yes. Don't have much time.
What? What?
Alright, I'll give you to tomorrow. Make sure it happens.
Better for us to go to them individually. Who knows who will say what when they're all in a room together.
Might be a better idea.
They always not like each other. I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
Yes, that sounds like a good way to get hostilities to break out. We will learn very little. I kind of looked to the others. Did anything else happen while we were?
Yes. We're in the tavern. Some guy told us to steal a formula. Brewing formula.
Yes, he wanted us to take it from the Von Brandts. As he
What?
believed that it. Oh yeah, so hold on. He wanted
What?
us to take it from the Von Brandts, and
Really?
yes, he said that there was a tunnel system underneath the city, one particularly that could lead directly to the distillery that they have. He wanted us to steal it. He was going to pay us upwards of 9,000 gold to do it.
Who's this man?
No, one of the
Sounds-
scouts.
His name was Di Stefano, or Di Stefano, sorry.
And how did he approach you?
Well,
Hmm.
he had the courier come up to me and said that he has seen us around town along with me and the rest of you, and that he believes he might have a mission for us to join.
Knew who you were?
Not my name, though, but he knew of us. He saw that we've passed through a few times.
We have been watched.
DM, didn't he know his name? I thought he did know the names. I remember.
He did know your name.
Oh, I knew mine? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It happened a week ago. Yeah, he remembered your guys' names.
His
Not-
name,
not-
we know all our names.
not-
Most of
Not Marcus's, but he knew Amari's and Aman's.
He
Elric.
knew their names. I look at Amari and
I suppose so. I don't quite know how.
he is
He knew my
part of
last
a
name.
criminal- He knew he was part of a criminal organization. I suppose.
Yes, he
And
definitely
he
was.
knew our names.
Well, no, he runs a tavern. I don't know about the criminal organization by
Could
any
be
means.
part of one though.
He
So-
could,
so
yes.
Marcus
But
is
as far
looking
as I
at-
know,
He knew names.
no, he knew us.
Who else knows
Just
our
me in my
names
head.
and is a criminal?
He is definitely a criminal, yes.
Duhane's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duhane's brother Amadeus.
Remember, the tavern in Sadash was also a front, too. So,
Regardless,
Who is
but why would he want us to steal for him? Is he setting
Frame
us up?
up?
Sorry, did you say now 9,000 gold?
Yes.
That reeks to me.
It's a trap.
Hmm.
Sure.
that's a lot of capital.
Too much. How do I put this? You must either be very confident that. How do I say? Very confident that this will make more money than 9,000 gold, which is a lot, even for a business, as far as I know. Or he intends to lead us into a trap where he or somebody else could catch us. In other words, we all are supposed to be fall people.
Why would he lead you to a trap? What do you know about you? Does he know anything about
No
the
idea.
crystal?
No, it's
Does anybody
probably
know?
something else.
A crystal? I don't know anything about a crystal.
Well, you should not know
He
anything.
related to Duhane's brother, the one who is not quite pleased with us.
Does Marcus know?
Yeah, we
Yes.
explained. We explained about Duhane, how his brother sent assassins after us and was a criminal.
Yeah, but I mean, does Marcus know more about him? He knows Duhane.
Do you know more about Amadeus?
Deus and Mateus.
Garth. I don't think you would. You didn't know much about him already, because he was Northern Empire. You're in the Menagerie Coast.
But
So
I've heard of him. His brother.
no, you wouldn't have not. You would have known that he had a brother, but you didn't know he was a part of the Myriad and everything
Ah,
like
okay.
that.
What is it with Duhane's brother?
He is part of the Myriad. He did explain that to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Yes.
rolled on the history. You guys think
Yeah.
it might be the Myriad because you guys have heard that it is Myriad. That Gadstock has been Myriad controlled.
He
I
mentioned,
could have sworn that Duhane told us.
out of character, he mentioned it to Mayette and Amari.
I remember. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
He is part of the Myriad, a very far-reaching criminal organization.
How is that possible?
He,
Duhane was such a good man.
His brother is a completely different man, I will say.
considering that Armadeus is the one who sent the assassins that killed Duhane, very different.
Yeah. Eric, may I pull you aside for a second? Eric. I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Just looking.
What you need?
Sorry. I don't know if the guys wanted to keep talking. I don't know if you guys wanted to keep talking.
Oh,
just wanted to pull him off the side. I don't know if you wanted him to keep hearing us. That's why. If not, I was just gonna ask him one thing.
You could lead him out.
Eric, do you know these tunnel systems that Amari was talking about?
Oh, I do. I do know these. This came instantly in my head. People, have you been using them to get to spots, smuggle things? Used to have men patrolling down there, but we thought we'd pot them all up.
How far does it go out? Do you know?
Some of it is rumored to lead into the lake, to other parts of the lake. That's as far as I can think.
All right. Yeah, sorry about all that stuff that's happening in there. It's just us congregating together. But also about the lake, too. I'm seeing that there's also like a river system that goes through all of the empire too, and something leads to the lake.
Not exactly. Some of it. Most of the rivers just lead into certain lakes. There's a lake above us. I think there's a lake in Zemian Fields, and I think there's one here. So it's like south and northern empire.
You are quite young. How did you end up in this position?
Father left me. Now I'm all that's left.
Father. Where'd they go?
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Where'd they go? Where'd he go? Or right? You said your father left you. Sure.
They went off to the wall. They continued going to Ashgard Keep, and we should be getting news a few days from now. I think they might push for an attack.
So the war hasn't really pushed through as much. So it's still up there in.
Oh, it started, but yeah, it's still up there, and only in Ashgard.
How important is this town to you?
Well, I've grown up here my whole life. It's very important to me.
Like as you might have heard something, there's something in the east of us, and we don't want it coming in here. We don't want it coming into Trostenwald. Trostenwald is the road that divides the Menagerie Coast and the Empire. If something happens here, it could divide a supply line of any kind between the Menagerie Coast and the Empire.
God.
You get me?
I knew I had a strategic location, just thinking I was next to a fucking lake. I didn't know it was this bad. I guess you're... We do have a lot of Menagerie Coast traders.
Right. We just left from the Menagerie Coast. We saw troop movements coming up here. If this evil that lurks within the east of us comes and takes Trostenwald, that cuts that off. I don't know what you were talking to with Marcus or any of them, but if you care about this town, I think, can I still see like the guards that are sleeping? Because I sort of brought them out the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can see him.
Okay, if I still see him, then I point. I was like, that won't help you. That won't help your family, and that won't help your town. The city. We'll do what we can here. But the other parts, that's up to you. I know how it's like to be young and to be left with responsibility of something. So, anything, we'll do what we can.
I appreciate it.
All right.
What you say is wise.
And me talking about all this stuff, I think you should also come back inside with us too. Just listen in. Well, obviously it's your place, so.
Yeah. He's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna bring him out just to get the conversation, but after talking more, yeah. So we'll just head back in.
Okay. And as he head back in, you guys continue discussing, and this is when we're going to call a break, everybody.
All right.
Go ahead and call a little. For me, it'll be a little dinner break, but it will continue shortly.
Cool. See you guys soon.
All right, I'll be right back.
Right back.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break. And we'll start where we left off. Everybody is in the penthouse of Watchman Eldrick. And everybody is discussing, you guys are discussing how to go about your business now. And as you finish, Eldrick is looking at you all and says, "Well, it is getting a little late, everybody, and I would like to have my place alone, if you all don't mind. But if you all need places to stay, we have barracks that are open. They're very clean as well."
I kind of look toward the others.
Someone just kind of looks over and nods. He seems to think it's a good
Fine
idea.
with me.
Likewise, seems safe.
Really like a bunch of men around me while I'm trying to sleep, but
I presume they are empty because most of the guards have been taken by the military.
And or shit drunk, so likely.
oh, much better. That always goes well.
Fair enough.
Suppose
Mhm.
I could work.
Perhaps we can just drop in and see for ourselves, yes?
Yeah, let's do that.
There's nice lodgings and everything. All the good ones are open and free.
Are there individual rooms or is it a group lodging?
There should be individual rooms.
There we go.
What's that bad?
Do they have? Okay.
I
But
think
maybe
they
more
all-
long-term barrack.
that should suffice.
These are technically the officers' quarters, but we don't have any offices but me. So some of the men might be a little confused, but you just tell them that you're working for the Crown's Guard. They'll give you just a nod.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time, Watchmaster. I hope you have not overstayed our welcome.
Oh no, I'm glad I had met you people. You guys have given me much wisdom and much terrified me as well. Okay, but that is something for another day. Tomorrow we'll discuss about that. All right. And that's not his accent. Sorry, it's his accent. Got thrown up there.
Sounds good.
Kind of glancing outside, around what time of day is it now? Do we have enough time to go after our objectives, or?
You guys have enough time to do stuff. It's only about, the sun just set it. And it was getting,
Should we see if we can acquire some samples then? So I can investigate those.
Here, Watchmaster, a quick question as well. Frida said she wanted to speak with you, and I asked if we were to tell you a location. So she said you knew what location to talk with her. What location is that?
That is something I think I'll keep to myself, sir. If I was to share that and you show up, or anybody, Frida would have my head.
Of course.
Be careful with that one.
Why? We're just looking out for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much, and you all have one great night. All right. He gives a nod and closes the door.
Yeah.
Just leaving you guys this like very empty kind of like outpost almost in the middle of this town.
So
while the
nothing.
crowd's just going crazy.
So not enough time for fishing, but enough for a drink, yeah?
I will go get set up in my quarters. Gather what you can and bring it to me. I will take a look.
I
If
can
I
do
can
that.
find anything.
You should only need a few, yes?
As many different kinds as you can get.
Alright.
Does not need to be a lot, but variety would be will
As you
help
wish.
isolate any common dishes.
No, it's
You want some help with it?
absolutely the more the merrier.
Alright, I'm down.
I should be easy able to easy get out of anything that comes up, and I imagine with people drunk as they are, I could just get one and walk away.
They might just hand it to you, to be honest.
Precise. So I
They're
suppose if
trying
that
to
works,
get
you
as
can.
many people to drink as possible. They might
So
be giving it away.
So you can expect many visits from me.
Very well. I will get things settled.
Good. How about the rest of you?
Go back to my quarters.
So it's Mayer and Amari.
I think I would like to poke around a little bit with you all. Try to get up as much different kinds of drinks we can find. Yeah, keep my ears open. Try to learn where it's all coming from.
If
'Cause
you
when the-
encounter any fisher, perhaps try to get some information from them about the lake, but I would not expect.
I will do as I can. Amari,
Yes.
you seem a bit distracted. What are you gonna do?
Well, are we planning on splitting into groups?
Seems so.
Going to stay together. Okay. Well, I would like to investigate what's going on in the lake region, the Uslog. So I'll go with who's going there.
Not sure
are
if we
not
have time
going
for
to the
that.
lake itself. We are just going around town.
There is not enough time, I fear. If we walk out, we are in the middle of the night.
So wrong about that.
You can still go out there.
Well, we can see, but he cannot.
How far is the lake from town? Is it as far as the forest is, or is it pretty close?
No, it's connected.
It's closer. It's connected.
They have docks and shit set up.
Yeah,
Oh,
In fact, I think that I'm pretty sure Trostenwald is built on the lake, not on it, but
it's
on the edge
next
of
to
it.
it.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the edge of it.
But there's like there's fishing villages like outside of the
Yeah.
town, like around it, kind of cresting. But on the other than that, that's the only like outskirts villages or outskirt houses.
Okay.
The rest of them are in the square, not this square, but like this little section next to the lake. It's not really exactly like this painting right here. This is technically Dolderwin, but
we
this-
could also go
this is
check out
good to look at.
as a whole.
What time did you say it was again? What time?
Yeah,
The sun
it's
just set,
it
so
just became dark.
Okay, cool.
it would be a bit of a long night, but
Right, I think it might be a good idea if we're able to split into groups and figure out more information like we did yesterday. We came here or today
they
actually.
have. If there is something on the lake, I do not think we should split up.
Well, I would personally like to check out the lake before anything else. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't mind checking the lake.
me personally, I see the lake and what's going there as a much greater threat than the alcohol. That is, albeit a danger, but slow.
You have a point, but collecting alcohol will be very easy and quick.
We can
So
always
this,
gather some of the alcohol as we travel to the lake.
Also,
Do-
yes, that's true. Yes.
Touristas, all I will say is just be careful. Somebody here already knows your name, yes?
Besides, we're probably back very quickly. Probably just folk tales.
Could
Right.
be, maybe,
Our luck, I would not count on it.
but yes. But sure. I think it would be best if we look at the lake.
If we are, we
Gather
should
what
all
information we can.
together.
Yes, all of us. By no means should be split up if we're going to the lake. But as Lesia said, we could gather samples along the way. I'm sure that there's taverns along the way there. So we
Or
could
just people handing
stop
them
in.
out at this point.
Also, true, we could probably find the peddler on the street. It's not too difficult.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
It's easy to get everything and continue to the lake. It wouldn't take you guys that long.
on the way I'll keep an eye out for, peddlers of alcohol, partygoers, etc.
Oh yeah, no. That as soon as you step outside, there's a man with a keg, just like pouring up tankards and handing it to people. Like, ha ha! Hey, you all don't have a drink. Come get one.
Sure.
That was
For
easy.
the celebration
God.
of our good Starosta. Oh my god, I'm gonna get it wrong. Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Do we have like containers or something?
I have vials from my alcohol.
Ascarosa. Ascarosa.
A Starosta. Yeah,
Starosta.
I was trying to say it correctly.
Rusta.
A rooster.
Easy.
Hello, welcome to the roast of.
He just as soon as you come up, he fills you a tankard and fills anybody else who needs one. Anyone else, sir?
I will not take one personally.
Marcus won't take.
Me neither.
Is,
Someone's got to for the fucking vials.
I'll take it.
The tankard
Wait,
might
what
be
is it?
enough.
Is
You
it-
just handed me a
is it-
tankard.
Did?
Oh,
Holy crap. Alright,
You
then,
want another? Here, lad. He just hands Dominicus the one.
Crap, this reminds me of the keg I got from Zadash.
It's delicious.
Stuff I forgot.
It's the Bombach's finest ale. All right, everyone.
Jeez.
You all have a wonderful night.
You too,
You
friend.
as well.
Have a good one.
If we pass by, oh, sorry.
I think there's like the large turkey legs over there. If you want me.
Sorry, what was that? The comment is a bit rough.
Turkeys. Very large birds. Very strange.
Strange, you say?
Tastes good. Yeah, it tastes very. It tastes wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I'll just fucking. Now that I have my tankard, I'm just not gonna hand it off to Alessia until, unless she doesn't take it at all, then I'll just
Well,
probably follow her back.
If we pass like an alley that's kind of open, I'll like go
why not
hop in
put
there
it?
real quick
Why not put it in
and
the bag?
pour
Go to an
it
alley.
into the What?
The bag of holding, we could put
Yeah.
it. We could put the vials in the bag. And
Yeah,
then
I was just gonna put it in a vial and label.
Oh, that works.
That's fine.
Get rid of
Yeah, I'll
the
help her with
rest
that.
because we don't need to carry the mug. Right?
You could always sell it.
The mug
Yeah.
or the rest
No,
of it.
this thing I'm holding, the keg. This-
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You can sell it if the man says this is good stuff.
Sorry, did
Considering
he-
what we suspect, we should
did-
not sell that.
All right.
Mhm.
Actually, you're right. And I just I just let go of my hands. Hopefully, it did not break.
Splats open.
No, it was just a wooden cup, so it just rolled.
All right then.
All right, so I will put some of the tankard into a vial and mark it so I know it's bomb box and
All right.
about when we got it. So, and then put it in the bag of holding.
I believe he said this was ale.
I marked that as well.
All right. Onwards to the lake then.
Yes.
You guys go to the lake, nice starry night sky.
Anyone else trying to
hey.
give us alcohol as we go? Or
Any
is that it?
different other kinds of alcohol wines?
It strays off after you guys leave the center of the city, or the center of the noble section.
Cool.
But you do see people walking around like drinking and just like and just having a blast as well. And then you all continue. You look at the starry night, and you guys can see the lake. It just reflects off the stars and everything, kind of making it expansive feeling. And then you can see some sailboats just out in the middle of the lake, just making their way to some fishing spots. You guys are thinking?
I have to say, one good thing about my old place is the view. Oh, I always found it pretty. So, shall we just draw our swords and see what shows up?
Well, are there any fishermen around? Maybe we could ask questions.
Here, let me try something first. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on both my knees, and I'm gonna take the minute to use primal awareness around the lake area, inside the lake.
That's a good idea, dude. Shit.
What does it do?
Okay.
Okay.
Quiet.
You're looking for.
I can't be interrupted.
Is that medium or
What
bigger?
are you looking for?
So right now, I just want to see if there are any large beasts in the lake. I can't look for that. I need just animals. Just large animals. Nothing small like fish, just something big. If there is anything in there.
So
Fucking Cthulhu.
you go ahead. You go ahead and you kind of place your hand in the water, and just like all of a sudden this like white kind of like noise just appears in your head and echoes throughout your body, and it shoots out from your hand, and the energy kind of expands and it stretches out through the water and continues, kind of making this boom. And as it stretches about 2 miles off, you get a blimp, and then a few other blimps, probably about 4 or 5.
Can I make one that seemed like large, not the size of a fish, but anything like? Would it be huge or no?
Medium is our size, large is one larger.
Sorry,
You just
in the context of that, I'm gonna choose. Shit, I gotta pull it up. Can someone remind me? I'm sorry.
one that's emotional state. Whether it's affected by magic of any sort. Short for me.
Is it sad? Is it depressed?
Dang it, I'm trying to open up. I'm trying to open up the fucking handbook.
Aquaman.
Yeah, dude.
What's the size of our characters?
Medium.
Medium. The one
Large
above
is
that.
one large.
Large, yeah. I'm searching for a large creature, a large beast.
It's a bear.
Or let's
Cow
yeah,
just
water
walking
bear
around.
It's
It's
hanging
gotta be
out.
alive.
swimming,
Shark.
going for a dunk.
You get a ping just on the bottom of the lake, just kind of glows for like a few minutes. You can still see the ping.
It's okay.
The pretty
Are there
large
any
object.
fishermen out there on the lake right now? Any boats at all, or no?
Yep. Just a few boats.
So not
Maybe
everybody's
it's
getting drunk.
catfish.
Yeah,
We
not
got
everybody's
something
getting
at the
drunk right
bottom.
now.
So that's just good.
Any of them close to shore? Or are they pretty out there?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, dude. Oh man, what if we could catch it in the act? Like if one of the boats get attacked, dude, what are we gonna do?
That would be interesting.
Shit.
I'm gonna run.
Into the
You
water.
Can't swim with that armor on.
Just runs away.
We just
You
sink.
start looking around, Alessia, and you can see one of the sailors just like has his boat out, and he's drawing up his sailor, and he looks like he's about to push himself off the shore and go out. He looks like it's just like this old man and his son.
Let's go talk to him.
Excuse me, sir. I'll call out to him.
Oh, yes, hello.
Oh, he's gonna follow behind Leslie.
Like the little kid turns around. Hello.
We've heard some word of strange happenings out here at the lake. Do you know anything about
Strange happenings. Oh, not strange. Just lots of fish, lots of crab, especially crab right now. It's good. It's good to catch, I tell you.
You've not heard of any news of creatures attacking people, maybe by time, or somebody washing up on the shore?
I've heard of old sailors talk about these stories. Don't know if it's happening.
Right. Right.
Okay.
What about the crabs? Are
Don't
they
listen
alive?
to them, Jack. Yeah, Papa. Don't talk about these stories around this boy. All right. It's enough.
Thank you for your time.
The crabs, are they, is there a problem with the crab population?
The crab population. No, there's no problem. Well, it was for a bit.
When?
Some say that they found a whole bunch dead. Other than that,
How long ago was that?
to go.
Do they know what caused the death of these crabs, or no?
Now, could be a few
And
different
where
things.
was that?
Could
Could
I
be.
possibly make an insight check, see if he's hiding something?
Go ahead.
Where on the lake were all the dead crabs? Was it the specific area?
It was over in a certain section of the place of the lake. I think it was in the northern section, if I'm correct.
Does he point it out?
Yeah, he points it out at the same time. Where'd you roll on your insight?
19.
You can tell he's not lying. He doesn't really know anything else.
Mhm.
He's not seeming to hide. If anything, he seems annoyed because
Okay.
he wants
Yeah,
to
I'm
go out
getting
in the water.
If I may ask, if you were to cross the, how long would it take to get to the northern side?
About an hour, 2, depends on the ship.
Amari's gonna look over to Lesia and say, "Do you think perhaps we should go to cross the lake and look at it, check it out? Perhaps people on that side of the lake know more."
Wouldn't be a bad idea. But how long would it take to walk around the edge?
Even longer.
Sir, I hate to
3,
bother you about
4
this.
hours.
Sure.
Mm.
If you would not mind, would you mind? Where exactly do you fish out here?
Center.
Okay.
Dead center.
Would you
Go to the
have
depths.
any problems? Would you have any problems taking us to the northern side of the lake if we pay you?
6 of you.
Sure. And like I said, if these stories tend to be true and something happens, we're more than happy to help defend your ship, your vessel.
Enough with the stories.
Hey.
All right. Don't normally charge a ferry service. I'll be pricey. All right.
Why? Why would it be pricey?
Because I don't have that much room, Mr. Knight. And if you just fall over, your ass would just sink to the bottom of the bloody lake. You need a golden armor.
Very well. Pay you. If something
How much-
happens, you're on your own.
Boy, we got that. 15 gold a person.
Person? Sure. Amari kind of pauses and looks around at everybody. Does that seem reasonable to you guys, or should we
It's fine.
try to find something else?
Could we just rent a boat?
Pricey indeed. And I think this man would like some time with his son, but if we would like insist.
Hey, we can fish on the way. I have a net out in the middle.
Oh yes. If someone else cannot, cover their cost, I could cover somebody.
I will do so.
Marcus pays for everyone. Here.
Oh, snap.
Or not.
It's
No.
90 gold.
90?
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
like getting in my pocket like 1, 2, 3, just fucking pouch.
Joom!
Like, wait.
He takes a pouch
Yes.
and drops it in fisherman's hand. There you go.
Captain, the fisherman gives a grimy little smile. All right, got yourselves a captain. My name's Ahab, and this is Jack. Come on.
All right, Jack.
Pleasure to meet you, Jack. Climb on
Night
board.
fishing is always the best. Plus, all these tomfoolery is going on. Get us away from it. Help me push. Come
I
on.
didn't agree with. Alright,
All right.
You're
Gets on the
pushing.
ship and just
You got paid. You push it.
Captain Morgan's all this.
So Marcus is not helping with the pushing. He's just standing there.
Yeah.
Man.
Just
How are you
standing there
gonna
being
climb
dead
back
weight.
If you push, how you climb in with that heavy
Push.
suit?
Push, go, come on.
All right,
Come on, you scallywags.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is back on my ship. You'll all be having the whip.
You got
Keelhaul,
paid,
you
Captain.
especially.
How are
He
we
points at you, Miss Marcus.
So Marcus just turns around. He's on the ship, right?
Yeah.
He's in the ship. Yeah, he just turns around and walks to the end of it.
That man actually has some
You
more
guys-
strength.
You guys push his sailboat out and docks off from the water. And then you guys kind of have to. One of you just ends. Hold on, I need an athletics check for whoever's pushing.
I have a -1.
That's
I was
perfect.
already-
That's why I want you to roll it.
I don't got much. I got
It's gonna be fun.
athletics. I got a plus.
Well, I already
Sure.
did the noise for it.
Might as well do. Alright, not bad. Not good, not bad.
So you guys push, and Dominicus, you push and get onto the boat quickly. Lesia, you get on, kind of slip for a second, and Dominicus helps you back up. Amari,
I got you.
you start pushing, you get up. You just are in the water, you swim to catch up to the boat now because the boat's now moving.
Can I try to catch him? I'm trying to get back.
He's like 10 feet away now as the boat's going, so you might have to like
Yeah.
toss a rope. And Ahab's like,
Yeah, I got a
oh,
rope.
wait,
Tie it to a
we've
nail.
already
Shoot
lost
it.
one.
Stop the ship, Captain.
Oh, can't stop her now until we're there.
Here.
Rolled his eyes. You got a rope?
Yeah, there's a rope right there. Just toss it.
Help me! Help me! I can't swim. Just
Oh
kidding, it's
God.
fine.
Toss him the rope
Help!
quick.
Help!
I got it.
It's so cold.
You throw the rope, and he grabs it, and you're able to get up on the ship now, Amari.
It's so cool. Just fucking shivering, just drenched in fucking water.
You actually see you actually see Sir Marcus for the first time just give a little smile. He just turns his head.
First time we smile is at Amari's suffering.
Yeah, dude. See Amari like reach his hand up and he like runs his fingers through her hair, and as soon as he does that, his hair like flicks back out of his face, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Prestidigitation, and the rest of my body just immediately like dries itself off. My hair just fluffs out, lays like as it normally would. Oh man, I hate water. Fuck that.
When
You
you
should
pay,
have told me you're going to push it so fast.
Sorry.
Ah, no, it's fine. Shit. Thought I was going to drown.
This is exciting and adventurous, and help me here. What are the ones?
Whew. Shakes his head, he walks off towards the front of the ship. He's gonna stand at the front, just look out across the water, basically. He's also, I'm gonna be standing there, like, looking out down at the water for any movement, basically.
Lucia's kind of keeping her out for any.
Yeah, likewise. Perception checks, is it?
Repeat that.
Lucia's keeping an ear out for any weird noises coming from the lake.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's something going on. No problem. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, awesome.
Oh. No, you and Amari, you guys look out across and don't see anything other than a few other ships that are pretty far away from you guys, as the lake is really big and kind of stretches out for a good few miles. And the boat's just like in full sail now, continuing, and the little boy's just like running around, running the ship, knowing exactly what to do, and kind of just like a natural, just going from one end to another, roping everything around. He seems to have a lot of fun too doing it. The old guy's just like, you guys look over to him. He's starting to sip some drink and then just like tuck it in his inside pocket, kind of look around, and but you don't see anything a little weird or nothing's off yet.
so Marcus is on the front of the ship, has his hands folded behind his back, and
I guess you'd be by Amari then.
oh, you're out there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the front. I'm looking down at the water and stuff, just in general.
He's just looking like kind of out on the
Not
horizon.
Again.
I'm just gonna sit on whatever rail there is and rest his legs while just looking out and keeping him watch for anything that's unusual at all.
All right.
Question, Red. How big is this boat?
It's big enough. It's like it's a sailboat. So there's an inside deck. There's like 3 levels almost, but it can seat like almost like up to maybe this is the max amount of people, 8 people, maybe 7 people, and it is all like dark wood, except for the sail is just like pure white.
About how big is the upper deck? Like
About maybe I'd have to say 25 feet long.
25 feet long and
like almost 5 feet wide.
Okay, I'll be toward the middle, so I'm kind of equidistant from everything. So if anything attacks us, I can get there as quick as possible.
All right.
I have to say, the one thing that I do not like about this place is cold winds. He just seems to make everything colder.
It gets worse up north.
Oh, God.
This is quite warm, actually.
But is the helm in the back like elevated?
Yeah, it's in the back.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's not elevated. It's just he's got to steer it.
Okay.
The rudder.
It's the rudder.
Amari's gonna, while he's standing there, he's gonna look over towards Marcus Locke, and say, "So, Knight, If you don't mind me asking, were you always from Nicodranas?
Yes.
Always? You grew up there?
Yes. Has been my life.
Huh. What made you join your Lord's service?
I've been with the Lord since I was 13.
Let's see.
Squire.
Huh. What did you do before then?
Being a kid.
So I suppose when you hit 13, that's the cutoff point for being a kid.
Well, the noble houses, it was an honor for us to have the Lord take me into his service.
Oh, sure, from a noble family.
Yes, father.
Oh.
Well, we're not as noble as the Lord, but we're from noble family. Good family.
Marcus nods his head. You know, I've never met a knight before, so it's kind of new to me. I've heard about them. Very knowable. Just cause whatnot. I can see it's true. You're almost the spitting image of a knight of what I would have assumed. The fancy armor and the coiffed hair. Good attitude about everything. You know,
Thank you.
it's uplifting sometimes.
Well,
Omar just kind of smiles and looks down at the fucking dock or deck.
where are you from?
It's Lexington. Quite a ways from here.
It is. What are you doing so far?
Uh, just continuing my studies, basically, learning magics and whatnot.
Any luck?
Well, I could say I've improved, yes. It's a process, albeit, but you know, with the proper tutelage, which I've actually gained recently with Niles Kester, my mentor. He's taught me a few tricks, and he said
Yes,
that
Master Castor.
yes, yeah, very good. He's a very good wizard. So I have no doubt in my mind that my training or teachings, studies, I suppose, will go smoothly.
Well, you get into his teaching, you're a very lucky man. The Castor is an extraordinary wizard.
Yes, yes, he is. I'm sure he'll have many tricks to teach me.
You have no idea.
You know,
What about
a lot about being over is learning on your own. You know, so there's only so much a teacher can show you.
Yeah, like that with everything, I guess. Sword, wand. What about the others?
Wait, what did you say?
I
Sorry?
said like it's like that with everything, like a sword or a wand. Like you have to use it to learn it proper.
Yeah.
What about the others? Where did you meet them?
It just all kind of came together. There was someone before. I had a good friend that I was living with in Nicodranas for the time. I'm sure you know of him. Yes, a dwarf. He was a very good friend, but things happen, and you know, sometimes friendships don't last forever. So split off, and then I met Nahon as well during that time, around the same time, and then I met everyone else. Mayet and case and Lesia, they're all kind of fit in the picture soon enough. They're all good people, very good people. As much as they don't like to admit it, I can sense that there is goodness in their hearts. Lesia and Nahon, or in the case even Mayet. It's right, you know, it's graspable she can be. That's good in her. I can sense it.
But yet, tiefling. She into dark magic.
Well, she calls them prayers, so it's hard to say. I don't know where she gets the magic from, but somehow she always manages to help us. For example, she's healed me on multiple occasions, and I've been stabbed, poked, prodded, shot at, and no matter what, she's always capable of healing those wounds back up. So, you know, I trust her to an extent.
Back in the castle where we were speaking with the Watchmaster, her eyes turned black and her voice changed.
Okay.
You didn't know that. You were out of the room, weren't you?
No, she spoke to us.
Her voice changed beforehand.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
She told us to get out.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, Mari's like, yes, that's the simple spell. It can alter your surroundings or your voice, so stuff like sort of like I was able to dry myself off in a matter of a second or so. So it's like that.
I see.
I know the spell, but I don't know how to use it. I've never had the chance to practice it.
The other tiefling.
Yes, he's very good with his swords. Very good. I've never seen somebody that's as agile. You know, he's like as slick as night. You know, 1 minute he's there, 1 minute he's there. It's very interesting.
What I know about tieflings is they don't sound a little bit harsh, but I know that they're thieves and they deal with black magic. Is that the case here?
Mari like looks over his shoulder back down towards the water. Yeah, maybe. I can't quite put my finger on it either, but either way, they're good people, especially in the home. I've known him for the longest, and he's a very good friend of mine. Very good. I know that he would sacrifice a lot for me, and I would sacrifice a lot for him. And now that you're here, Marcus, sorry, um, I would do the same thing for you, as well as all my friends here. I've grown quite fond of them all. Lesia, Dominicus, Mayet, you know, I would lay my life down on the line if it meant saving theirs. They're very good people, and they deserve to live. They deserve to continue on with their stories and continue to bless the people they come across. Because that seems like what we do every time we meet somebody. It's always such a positive impact, at least from what I've seen. We're capable of doing a lot.
My experience, you shouldn't get attached to people, especially in groups that does dangerous stuff. Because you might lose someone.
You see Amari's smile like falter at that point. Like fades out of his face. His like the features turn a lot more grim than before. Yes, I'm aware of loss. I know quite a bit about it.
Until Lord told me about Italian, that he was on a mission. I thought that I have lost him as well. Apparently not.
Right.
Dominicus, where? He's a strange one. Can't really figure this guy out.
He's a ranger from the forest that they were at recently. We met him in there actually. He's very good shot, very good with his bow. He has his own agenda, obviously, but he comes in handy
What
quite
kind of
often.
agenda?
Actually. You have a lot of questions, don't you?
Yes, I need to know everything about the group that I've traveled with.
I cannot answer all of them. I only know so much about these people. If you wish to know more about them, go speak to them.
I might.
It might help you. Plus, what you said about losing people, getting attached is honestly one of the most purest forms of human connection. If you don't allow yourself that emotion, then you're just going to go through life stale and forgetful.
I
That's
prefer
no way
it
to
this way.
live.
It's easier.
That's,
Less headache. Less painful.
that's no way to live, in my opinion, but your life is your own, Marcus. But maybe one day you'll understand that there are people that are willing to lay their life down on the line for you. And maybe that will change your way of thinking. Who knows?
I have all my men that's willing to do that.
Are they here? Right. You have us to rely on. So,
You would lay
My big
your life
suggestion-
for me, for a guy you don't know. It's rather odd.
suppose. But honestly, the greater good, as we spoke before. You know?
What do you think it means, the greater good? In your eyes, what is that?
It's subjective. Depends on what you see it as. Mine, in particular, I don't know yet. Suppose it's coming to me. Perhaps it's something in the future. Maybe I don't even know what it is.
So Marcus just looks out. Perhaps think it's good, it's not even good. They think it is. They act upon it.
Either way, I believe our cause is righteous a lot of the time.
I believe so too. By the way, Alicia. She's quite a soldier.
Jeez.
How did you meet her?
The same way I met Mayet and Nahon, just by happenstance. She was with this other group that we came in contact with, and eventually we had grouped up for the time being to investigate some issues with gnolls. And then soon enough, she seemed that her mission lined up with ours quite well, and decided to stay with us.
How long?
He shrugs his shoulders. I guess however long she wishes. I would like if she does not ever leave. I've grown quite fond of her.
Yes, so have I. You're lucky to have her in your
That's
group.
Good. We are. By all means, she's very good at what she does.
Yes.
Omar just kind of leans back against the rail there and turns his head over his shoulder and looks back down at the water, just studying it like he was before.
The Marcus head away and start looking out towards the horizon. Nothing.
Make a perception roll.
Hun?
And Amari as well. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. I thought you
That's
said
all?
Yeah, they're both of you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Asked for it.
And as the boat is sailing and the air is getting a lot, there is a moment where there is just almost you guys and nobody else on the lake, it feels like. And right when you have that moment of just solidarity where you guys are just in the middle of this massive lake with the star and night sky and everything. Until Nahon, you're looking around, and Amari, you are looking in the water as well. And Amari, when you are looking at the water, you see something that just kind of comes up from the water for a second. It's like reddish but whitish color, and then it disappears back further under the water, even deeper. And you look to your side. While you're looking on your side, you see some blob come up and then dart underneath the ship. And right when you two both see that, the ship just goes.
Something is ah!
And then everybody is kind of thrown forward. I need everybody who. Everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw.
At least I'm in the center of the boat.
Oh, shit.
Amari's like, Marcus, did you see?
and
So Marcus falls like a fucking tree. Bang.
Yeah. You just go over the railing, right? Like T-pose, just plop right in the water.
Still out of tension.
So you fell off the boat?
Go.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
fell off the boat.
Did I fall off the
Alessia,
boat?
you also fell off the boat as it kind of like shook it.
Center.
Yeah. Oh, center.
Yeah, I said I was in the center of the boat.
Okay, no. Then you would fall in just prone. You're prone then, because like the position. If you said you were in the front lock, yeah, you fell off.
I wanted to be in the center in case we got attacked.
Okay.
I'd be equidistant from everyone.
The people in the back and the front have a chance of falling. So there you go. And
I'm gonna drown.
Everybody else.
Yeah,
everybody else
hold on.
sees
I'm trying to help. I'm going to do something. Just wait. I'm waiting.
And as soon as that happens, Ahab is just like, "What the bloody hell is going on? What was that?"
Prepare for something. It is underneath the water.
There's
Marcus,
something in the
Marcus.
water. Marcus fell overboard.
What with the armor?
Shit.
With the armor.
All right, let's go.
Give me
Is
the
there
rope.
any rope nearby?
Yeah,
Tie it
there's
to
some
me
rope.
now.
Get up. I'll stand back up. If I can.
How deep is the fucking lake?
I know. I'm going in
Pretty
now.
deep.
I'm as soon as possible.
All right, give me the rope. I will do it.
So I'm sinking.
Yeah.
I-
like,
You are just thinking. You're just like, poof.
I will do as Germanicus asked and tie a rope around his
all right.
waist.
All right.
Marcus,
Get
real
the other
tight.
end. Wait for my
Make a
tug.
perception roll.
Wait, what?
Marcus needs to make a perception roll to see what he can
Ooh.
find under the water.
Oh my god. Oh
Uh,
my god, dude, that's
You're
terrifying.
looking. You look around. Underneath the ship, you see these large. They're basically giant crabs. Just kind of like two of them are grabbing the bottom of the ship, and they're just like holding it. And then you look around and you can see just two more just coming around the side. And then one is just underneath you, and its pincers are just like. But the crab that is underneath you, you can see very clearly that it looks very strange. It doesn't look like an ordinary crab.
So Marcus just draws his sword.
Ah.
Fuck it.
Alright,
As
so
you're thinking,
Yeah, as I'm sinking.
so I will do as Germanicus asked once I'm able, and
All right.
tie a rope hard around his waist, make sure it's fastened, and grab the other end.
All right. I'm going in.
This is going to hurt.
I dive in.
all right, you
So-
dive in and make a perception check.
Is the rope long enough that we could tie one end to the mast?
Yeah, it's about like
Let's do
50.
that. Let's do that.
Alright, come help me.
Make a survival check on the rope.
I'll
Oh,
help.
Oh,
And
wow.
Darmanicus, you see him instantly. And he's just like in the middle of stabbing this crab. Make an attack roll.
And as you attack him, my eyes just like no, you kind of thing, because I can't say no, but my eyes are just lighting up.
The crab just grabs the blade with its claw, and it's gonna go for an attack now on you. And we need to probably change the music.
Yeah.
it's hard to
Let,
fight.
let us know when we're on.
That's so nice.
It's hard to fight underwater with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
I'm
you
s-
actually have disadvantage on those sorts of
Just swinging.
There are only certain
Well, the first one, I just fell down on him, you know, just plopped down on him. I was just holding the sword, didn't really swing it.
Hmm.
Let me look that up real quick. I know there are certain weapons that can work underwater.
Yeah, and let us know when we have to roll. Sure we do.
I'm
Dagger,
standing on
javelin,
the,
short.
Time is frozen right now.
I'm standing on this crab at the bottom of the sea. You just try to stab it with my huge armor. What a
I don't have
sight!
a map. I don't have a map for this. That's the thing, because this is so random.
It's cool.
Because I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a thing there.
Yeah.
But I didn't think you guys were gonna go to this thing tonight. I thought you were gonna do something else.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the way it
Nah,
works?
we wanted to fight masters today.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have to. I just need to reach him.
It's this big fucking. What I was about to say. What is that, dude? The big fucking brown line on the screen.
It's a
Is that
giant turd, I tell you.
yeah,
that is
it's
turd.
a massive shit. Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay.
You
I
probably
got a
look up
copy.
sailboat pretty easily, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to fucking do that real quick. I just make this thing real fast. Fuck. Hold on.
I just need to reach out to it. Ah,
The DM says you will not have the chance. Done.
No! Get away.
Okay, I can
Oh
see
my
we've been
gosh.
hit. Look at the shape of the ship now.
Okay, not exactly. Yes, you guys are going. You're diving underwater to try to save him, as these guys pop up.
Oh, they're cute. They're not that bad.
Yeah, until
Oh.
I crab you. They're kind of cute. Oh.
Yeah, that's a skull in its claw. So that
Oh, it is. Holy shit, those things are huge.
Okay, this is.
giant
It's so
enemy
adorable,
crab.
dude.
Dude, I'm putting up the crab rave right now.
The steel drum music going. Crab rave.
Those are massive.
They're absolutely.
They are.
Those
The
are
funny-
Oh my
And,
god.
The
that's
funniest
four
thing
of them.
is, I'm pretty sure there's
Five
actually
of
in
them.
D&D.
6 of them.
5, 6.
6.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Holy
five.
shit.
Five. It's 5. 6.
Five.
5.
They're copied
6,
double.
7, 8, 10.
And I'm out. Oh,
Stop
alright.
it!
And as it attacks you guys, as it attacks him, I'm gonna need. I might have to turn that preview a little bit. You're gonna have to roll initiative, everybody.
hell yeah. Do
What
this.
for
Misses
the
the
door
attack.
to open?
The crab just kind of swings wide.
Oh, well, there I go.
Initiative for me
Well.
as well. I might die.
Yay!
Yeah.
Got the nat one on the
Everybody roll initiative.
Wow. We roll like shit.
This is not our fight.
We
We shouldn't have been here.
were ambushed.
What stupid
By
idea was
crabs.
this?
You know it's a bad. You know it's a bad day when the wizard is the first on the turn order.
You know, that's fair. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Maybe not a bad day. Anyway.
Leslie said, "No."
Not yet. What the?
Alright, I'm turning off the
That
crab rave.
Wants to do that.
God, dude, I don't even know what to do. Oh, no.
All right. So
Use fire. Oh no.
Yes, use fireball.
Good. I don't. We're not
So
level 5.
this one's technically. These two are technically underneath the ship, so
Okay.
we're just gonna have that.
Can you make like a little marker on
Looks
them
like a
with-
dick now, doesn't it?
Hold on, wait, what'd you say?
Looks like a
What?
dick now, doesn't it? Look at it.
It's still okay. I'm
Like a
gonna
phallic member.
put it on, stretch it out a little bit, make it more lopsided.
Sorry.
Yes, it did look like a penis. Not good.
Those crabs down there, make that symbol. Looks like it's a cock. Edge.
Oh, remember, guys, we're all adults here. No, we're not.
This isn't for kids.
Fine.
No, it's
Redacted.
what? There's some,
Fucking
something
hell.
else. Yeah, I wanted to put little tokens, but
Ah, yes, wonderful idea. In fact,
The
if you
old
put
man
them all to
did
different
the
colors, it
kid
makes them pretty easy to.
and the kid is like terrified. He's like, ah, and he went under the bottom deck, and Ahab's just like, ah, and did the same. You guys are just like now on the top. And Lesia, what would you like to do?
Can I? Which of these crabs can I see from up here?
Probably this one.
Just that one?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna pull out my crab. Is the scaling on this correct? Like, is this distance correct?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. And I'm gonna shoot. Just try to shoot it, get it to go away. 23.
Yes, that hits. And that hits pretty hard. Oof.
Alright. And that is my turn. I kind of still want to maintain this position.
Okay. And it'll be the crabs next. Let me just save this thing. Put this way. Go here. Hold on. Somebody special gave me a nice map. Put it on quick. Come on. Load up. Folks, when I need you to save us. Save us from the drawing of the people. Oops, sorry. Just one moment, everybody. Okay.
Lesty's not gonna light her arrows on, like, charge them with electricity while we have people in the water and things like that.
Yeah, agreed.
So just the regular shot.
Wait, what is happening to the ship?
Uh-oh.
Well, crabs won, I guess.
Crabs one.
My ship.
Ship disappears.
Gonna swim back?
Oh no!
I mean, Marcus is gonna walk on the bottom of the water.
Yeah, I can actually do that for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, swimming with fishes, see?
Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Hey.
Wait for the boat to sink, flip it over, hide the little water bubble.
Yeah. By the way, we don't see our turn initiative anymore.
Oh, we
Because
have
we're
to
on the
reroll
kitchen.
them.
Oh, I like my nat 20.
I got the thing right here. I can see it.
We
Oh,
can save the net
alright.
20, but the rest we have to roll. Sorry.
Alright,
Oh,
when I shot
I'll
it.
re-roll my nat 1.
Yeah, you definitely have to roll that.
Not that I care. I mean, I don't want to go first
I remember
or second.
and was there. Went there. You shot at
I
that
was
one.
still toward the center.
Shot this one. This is the
Where's
one
the
that you
front?
shot at, Lesia.
Is this the front?
Yeah, that's the front.
It's a sailboat. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
And-
on top of this one here.
You're
You're
near
underwater.
it. Yeah, you're in the water. But yeah, that thing that Lesia shot at is pretty hurt.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Hold on.
So many crabs.
Which one? This one?
I think it's this one here.
This one.
Okay.
When I shot.
Alright.
All right. Never mind. This guy is gonna go ahead. Just try to get on the board on the ship. The one that Lesia shot at just kind of gets itself up, grabs onto the edge,
Holy.
Huh?
and it just like tries to pull itself down, kind of tipping one side of the ship. And it is very strange because like it doesn't look like it can move very well, and the eyes, they don't look like bright anymore. They look kind of gray and dim, and like there already seems to be something about it, and the crab smells fucking awful. And Amari, what do you do as soon as it kind of like reaches and kind of almost crawls up?
Amari's immediately going to turn around and see it, and he's going to immediately call for his ribbons to retrieve the diamond from his pouch. He's going to bring it out, hold it in his hand, and say Sphera Elementorum, and then cast Chromatic Orb. And I'm going to use lightning to shoot it right at that guy. That one right down there.
Okay.
God. Oh god. Oh god. Salt water is super conductive.
Hi,
You
Marcus.
you hit the crab, just it just blows back, but and it just completely goes into the darkness, and most of the section of the water that it's around starts to go up.
Sweet.
Marcus and Dominicus, I need you guys to make a Constitution save.
Constitution?
Yes.
No problem.
You guys both feel like this warm kind of like wave just go about you guys through the water, but then the coldness just rushes back again. And does that end your turn?
I'm going to move here towards the center of the ship.
Okay.
And that is it.
Dominicus, you're underwater. You
Right.
see the one right there in front, and just trying to grab onto Marcus.
Am I on top of it?
In
front.
You're in front, like, yeah, you're above it, pretty much. It's like suspended below you in terms of being in the water. So.
You see
Alright,
Marcus
so-
just, he has his sword raised above his head. Wants to strike it.
How far is Sir Marcus from me in a sense of water?
Probably about 30 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So to take all your movement.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get up to him, and then I'm going to grab him. I'm guessing that's gonna be my action.
Yes.
Grab me.
Okay. Yeah, it's like underneath your armpit.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like from underneath your arms. So your two arms are like T-posing in a sense. And then
So Marcus
And
looks
then-
confused. What the fuck?
you're sinking. I can't say anything. And then is there any other? Can I observe the crab? Because so can I get a sense of the crab with primal awareness? Because when you said that, when you described the crab when I was up there, I'm determining if it's still a beast or not.
I don't think it is.
Then I can't read it. I can't read it at all. So then that's really it. Mostly just me holding on to Sir Marcus in lock, and then hoping that when Sir Marcus is sinking, that it pulls the rope for anyone above.
Well, you can, as a bonus, just tug on it.
Oh, then yeah, as a bonus, is tugging the rope.
Yeah, you can interact with objects on you as like a
Ah.
bonus.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I was describing my hands being intertwined, but yeah, if we do the other things around, I'm holding onto one hand, use the other hand to tug on the rope, and then to finish off, interlocking my hands together underneath Sir Marcus's arms.
and then whoever is on the other end with the rope just feels the tug. Boop, boop. And I didn't know if you had held the action to pull him up after that. I honestly didn't know if you did that.
I didn't say so, but I could have been.
I would let you, because it would make sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what you were gonna do, I think.
Yeah, that was the plan. So yeah, I'll do that if you'd allow me.
Yeah, you just start pulling them up, and I'll allow you to make a athletics roll. And if somebody's well, no, Armari couldn't help you. He was busy, so you're alone. Oh no! You start pulling it, and it's just too heavy.
Why is that goddamn man so heavy?
And you guys are moving slowly. You guys probably moved about 5 feet. But that's about it on your own.
Water in his boots.
Now this guy, he is gonna go onto the ship as well. Kind of tips it over, and like one of the pinches just reaches out and tries to go for. How far can it go? Oh, he's gonna go for you as you're near the mast.
Okay.
And the pinch just goes, just pinches straight onto the mast, just almost pinching it straight in half, but not even come close to hitting you.
Okay.
And that ends its turn. And this guy is gonna go for a lock.
Bring it.
Bad day underwater.
Oh man, what's your AC?
20.
21.
Yeah, of course. You
pinched
always hit me with 21.
Pinched you for 4 damage. As he just comes up and grabs your leg, just
1 damage.
well, 1 damage.
Yeah.
Half.
He has the feet. Heavy
Oh,
armor master.
It's
minus
3.
3?
flat.
Oh, you. That's. I was like, okay, that's
Dude,
cool.
they're almost killing me. I need to have some benefits.
Yes. That
The
is
benefit is you're drowning from your armor.
Yeah. It's taking the
And
blood.
Sir Marcus, what do you
Okay.
do as you're being dragged up?
But I'm not being dragged up. We're still standing still, right?
So now you're being pulled up by Darmanicus.
Yeah.
He's pulling you up in the water.
Yeah, but
I have-
He's got a rope.
Nahun couldn't
I
do
have
it,
you-
right?
Yeah,
You
you
moved
still,
like
you're still
5
in the,
feet.
You move 5 feet away from it.
But
Okay,
then
so
the
no,
crab-
Marcus turns, and then shakes his head, and then gives you a signal like, "Give me the rope."
Hmm?
He takes his sword and starts cutting the rope.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna make an attack roll for the rope now.
Attack roll on the rope.
Yeah,
Cut it clean.
yeah, you're able to cut the rope, but now you wasted your action cutting the rope.
Okay. So he signals Dominicus to swim up, and then he grabs the rope with both hands and start pulling himself up.
There you go.
Hmm.
Actually, he grabs Dominicus and then pushes him upwards.
He just pushes you and Darmanicus away.
Yeah, up to the surface.
No,
So it should be easier for Nahun now. Am I pulling myself up now?
How did we anchor the rope?
so
To the mast.
Hmm.
to the mast. So you you can continue pulling the rope, no? Or what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn. Sorry. The next one up after the crab is Maya.
Alright, so if it's my turn, what I'm gonna do actually is just as the rope is going slack, Nahon kind of looks over to the crab surrounding him, just grimacing. Sorry, need to take care of myself. And I will mutter something under my breath, and this kind of like veil of what seems to be like steam begins to like emanate from my shoulders and drift downward, kind of covering most of my body. And that's going to take my action as I cast this. So, yeah, that is going to be my action. I'm going to use my bonus action to insightful fighting. Let's go with that motherfucker.
Okay.
So, deception against my insight.
What is the deception of crab?
Oh, well, doesn't really matter now, does it?
9. Roll
Oh.
9. Yeah. Go ahead. You can go
Alright.
ahead and attack.
Yeah, all it does is just give me permanent sneak attack on it. That's my turn.
All right. And that will be it for that's turn. This crab's gonna start. You guys start hearing creaking in the ship, and then just like wood cracks. Now, may it.
All right. Mia's gonna kind of look around. She's gonna throw her hood back off her head, stand up, and begin kind of muttering a little bit to herself. She's just gonna pull out her little raven skull trinket that she's had, and she's just gonna yell, "Free!" And she is going to cast Turn Undead.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. All right. What did I have to beat?
Is that 14?
Oh, you just see the creatures just like, just literally turn around and run away.
Build.
It's the ones that see you, right? They have to see you, correct?
See, you're here, so
See,
We're here.
depends on whether you think they'd hear
30 feet. Yeah.
her from
They would
underwater.
hear. That's tough to say, but like it's it's crabs. Don't know how much their hearing is. Probably has supersonic hearing. Probably don't. I don't know. I'm not a crab. But I'll say, for the sake of it, for the sake of time, yep, they all turn around and go away. You guys just hear creaks just stop, and everything just like. And Marcus and Dominicus, you guys just see everything just run away quickly.
As we're swimming upwards? Well, I'm pulling myself
Yeah.
upward. Okay.
Yeah, as you're pulling yourself upwards, you guys surface the water.
I'll help them up.
Mari like comes over to the side of the ship and leans over to look at you guys. Hello, are you guys okay?
Yeah. The hell did you do?
I don't know. Here, take my hand.
I'll reach out first because I'm
Yeah.
technically on the map closest.
I think you
Alright.
surfaced first.
No, wait. We should be opposite because you're on the rope, and Nahun was closest to the rope. For the sake of continuity, let's just both get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All
It's
right.
okay.
We both get up.
After they're all set up, I'm gonna walk over to Maya and just kind of look at her, give a nod, and go, "Good job."
So, how are they coming back? That is the question.
no,
No.
not for a while.
Wait.
We might have a little bit of time. We should. I'm gonna go down below deck and check on them. Let them know that they've fled, but we need to.
You see some water's just taken in on the ship, and Jack's just throwing it out the window. At the little portcullis. And Ahab's like, we need to get on this land. We need to dock.
Yes, let's get them.
And proceed.
So Marcus just pulls himself up and rolls at the bottom, just laying there on his back. You were paid to bring us to the other shore. And you're gonna do so. I'll fucking throw you in the water myself.
No. I didn't
Damn it.
pay you to goddamn be attacked by crabs. Damn it. Just
Those
bury
aren't
some
real
lad.
crabs. They're not real crabs. I don't know what the fuck.
You said they were just
Oh.
stories.
They are undead.
Explains
Does.
that.
That would explain that. Yes.
I couldn't get a single read off that thing.
Have you seen the size of those?
Yeah.
I'm not certain how they got. That is the undead.
So Marcus is standing up now, and water's just pouring out every photograph from his body.
Are you alright?
If it wasn't for him, and he points at Dominicus, I would still be down there.
This is how it goes with
Amari, like, breathing heavily, leans back and presses himself up against the mast. I was able to take out one of them, I think. It fell off the side of the ship. It's probably on the bottom of the lake by now.
You should get
Mhm.
it. You should get it and examine it.
It's at the bottom
Means
of
we'd
the
have to go back
ocean.
under the water.
Well, I
Also,
can get to
it's
the bottom of the water
probably-
pretty quickly.
It
How
also
are you going to get up,
probably
though?
is one ton.
Getting back out is the question.
It's incredibly heavy. It's very
I-
large. I do not think we could carry it with us.
This
I
is
do
very
not
big.
get it up here.
Still
Yes,
want to
and-
continue to the other side, or you want to turn back?
Let's get over to the other side.
Captain, you heard her.
We're over halfway. We're over halfway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's closest. to The
Yes,
shore.
please. He's closest anyway, I believe.
Yeah, they'll continue on the path. Need help with the deck, though. Help Jack with repairs.
I'll help.
I'll do so.
I'll help too. So Marcus is really familiar with ships. Like he's starting to do the right stuff.
Nahon is generally clueless.
Yeah, me, I'm
Uh,
clueless.
Just point me to where needs fixing and I can fix it.
Yep, Jack shows you guys some holes and gives you a hammer and planks and nails and everything. Just is like, just hammer them. And then Maya just comes over and is like, wham, and then everything's fixed.
Well, that's right.
So Marcus is showing Dominicus and Nahun how to operate the ship.
Oh, alright.
Just grab these ropes and be ready. Watch your head. Mask can kick you over.
Good to know.
Right when you said that, I just did a little ducking motion, but I didn't go full duck. I just did a little small duck in my head.
It-
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna walk over to Lesia, all preoccupied with repairs and everything. I'm gonna just whisper to her very quietly in Abyssal, "Did you see anything?"
I respond. Believe they are undead.
Guys, all good?
Yes, seems so.
Alright, on your orders.
Captain, get the ship moving.
It's moving. Come on. And the ship, as slow as it goes, it continues. And as you guys are on edge for the rest of the little boat ride, it goes on.
So Marcus is not going to
And-
stand at the edge.
Probably.
He's going to be right here.
Tie yourself to the mast.
As you guys continue to sail across the lake, we will end it here tonight, everybody.
Alright.
Golly.
All right.
And we